We live at K9 Boxing. So this the co-main event. Up next after the co-main event, of course, is the main event, y'all. So we got this young guy that's finna come up, Sebastian Fendora versus Habib Ahmed. So co-main event is finna happen. They about to get this party started. Yeah, so I can't wait to see this fight. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one right here. SB. We live, y'all. So let's get this party started. Yeah. What's up, man? I wonder if that my man's Mac, Mr. Reason. I can. What's up, Sean, bro? You alright? Yeah. Uh-oh. Man, listen, Fendora is 6'6", y'all. 6'6", 22 years old. Came in at 153. And he has an 80-inch reach. Let me repeat that. An 80-inch reach. 6'6", and he fights during middleweight. And he's a southpaw. I saw him fight before, and I think he's gonna make all the junior middleweights take notice. Yes, indeed. So I can't wait for this one. So Fendora, he has a chance to let everybody know that he is one of the top junior middleweights. And standing, like I say, standing at 6'6", man, a giant. Could have been a basketball player, but decided to play basketball. So I can't wait for this fight, and I definitely can't wait for the main event. Man, how did he make junior middleweight? I don't care how skinny he is. 6'6" and fighting junior middleweight. Man, he's taller than the majority of the heavyweights. Only heavyweight I don't think he's taller than what is Tyson Fury, who's 6'9", and Deontay Wilder, who's 6'7". This guy's dangerous, man. I mean, I saw a fight before, man. And I think if he win this fight, he fight. What is he mandatory for? Jamel Charlo. This guy is a giant, y'all. And not only is he a giant, he can actually fight. And this guy, oh, you hear that? This is a world title eliminator. Wow. So if the Tyrant Inferno, that's right, the tribe Issachar, if he win this fight, I think he has WBA title eliminator. So if he win this fight, he has a chance to fight Jamel Charlo for the belt. Now, would it be too soon at 6'6"? I don't think he's too soon. How can you even touch his chin? Yeah. 6'6". He's 15-0 with 10 knockouts. And I think in one no decision, one draw. He had one draw. And I actually saw that fight too. I think he lost that fight, but they called it a draw. Good for him. Yeah, this guy's tough, y'all. And I could just about guarantee that he's about to knock Ahmed out. And Ahmed is 27-1 with 18 knockouts. So if he knocks Ahmed out with a record that he has 27-1, 18 knockouts, and this is a title eliminator for the WBA belt, then Ahmed can fight. If Ahmed can pull off the upset, he can fight. But if Fedora knocks out Ahmed, then boy, oh boy, he's putting the junior middleweights on notice. I already know about him. I done saw him fight before. Look at him. Man, round one. Look how tall this guy is. It looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a boxing ring. Ooh, he has a good poise. Ooh, good uppercut, and he stands right in the pocket. I mean, he's not afraid to trade. And you wouldn't think that, oh, good uppercut. Man, he done hurt his opponent already. Oh, man, he's finna finish him in one round, y'all. The Fendora is putting the junior middleweights on notice. Oh, my goodness. Yes, listen. Man, look. Man, you don't think Jermell Charlo ain't watching him? Exactly. He's definitely watching this fight. Actually, he's watching this fight live. And I wouldn't be surprised if after he win, he points to Jermell Charlo and says, you next. Oh, man, this guy is a monster, y'all. And he's in there with a guy who's 27-1 with 18 knockouts. And he's treating him like a kid. He's treating him like a, oh, good uppercut. You just missed. And he's not even letting his opponent get started. Man, I'm telling you, I've been knew about this guy, man. I saw this guy fight, and I said, boy, thank God I wasn't fighting. He wasn't fighting, or he wasn't at the top, and he wasn't a mandatory. He might have forced me to go back down, go down to welterweight, like when I was on a contender. Yeah, but I mean, you know, crazy as I am, I'll fight anybody. Oh, good uppercut. Oh, good uppercut by, oh, the champ. Oh, look, I'm calling him champ already. Fendora is clowning. Let me hear you. He's clowning Ahmed. I mean, Ahmed is taking it, though. I mean, you know, it's a title eliminator. So, you know, as we say in the gym, guts or nuts. Oh, you see Jermell Charlo? Y'all see him? He is paying attention. Trust me. All eyes on me. As Tupac would say. He's paying attention to this young man right here. Yes, he's paying attention. Because Jermell has all the titles except the WBO. And like he said earlier during an interview, you know, the politics is the reason why he probably don't have all the belts, but he has majority of them. So if this young man who is 6'6", Fendora wins this fight, he is the mandatory to Jermell Charlo. That's right. And I wonder how that's going to take its course, because last time I looked, Julian Williams was supposed to have been fighting against the mandatory against Rosario, but Rosario lost. Rosario lost to Jermell. Jermell took all the titles, and man, so I don't know what's next. I know that this is an actual eliminator, and it looks like Ahmed is about to be eliminated because, oh, good uppercut from Fendora. The man is 6'6", y'all, and he won a round easily at K9 Boxing. So they showing a replay right now, and boom, a perfect left uppercut. He catches his opponent coming in, and I hope my son is watching this fight because he fights at southpaw. And wow, great shot. He just was waiting on. Oh, then he said, "Oh, we did," and then turned the shots over. Man, Fendora, boy, oh boy. He's a big boy. So they showing the tallest fighters at junior middleweight. So they got Mark Beelan at 6'2", Thomas Turner 6'1", Tony Harrison at 6'1", Jermell Charlo at 5'11". But they got Fendora at 6'6", who's leading the pack in height. But one thing you can't do is you can't miss his body. So if him and Jermell was to fight, I can guarantee Jermell will be going to the body, because he has a lot of body that he can be hit with, or it's a lot of body you can see because he's 6'6". So yeah, so it's round 2, and already this is more of an exciting fight than what I saw earlier. And man, look, this guy is fighting like he's light heavyweight. This guy is a good fighter. And whoever his trainer is, he's doing a great job with him. Last time I saw him, I remember his trainer was his dad. And some relationships can work. Look at Floyd and his son, Floyd Sr. and Floyd Jr. Look at Sean Porter and his dad. But Fendora is winning the fight. He's just using the jab to set up the overhand left. He's using the jab to set up the uppercut. And he's getting a lot of respect from his opponent. And I would be surprised if the fight goes longer than 2. He's just he is teeing off on his opponent. Ahmed is getting the brakes beat off of him, and his opponent might need to throw the towel in, or the referee needs to probably save his life, because he is giving him the business. He's giving him real estate, and it's sad. Ooh, man, he's hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink. Fendora and the referee's taking a good look because the man hasn't threw a punch yet, and guess what? He stopped the fight. So there you have it, y'all. Sebastian Fendora is now 16-0 with 11 knockouts, and he's next up for Jermell Charlo. Very impressive. Very impressive. On the big stage, on pay-per-view, the 6-foot Inferno, the Giant, has prevailed and will be fighting for the belt in the near future, 2021. So the junior middleweight division has someone else to watch out for. This guy right here is a threat. He's danger to anybody who steps in the ring with him at junior middleweight. He can punch with both hands. I mean, we haven't even saw him adjust and show his slickness. But at 6'6", he's punching like Tommy Hearns, a southpaw Tommy Hearns. I mean, he's getting a lot of leverage on his punches. They're showing the highlights right now. He's just tic-tacking his opponent. He's hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink. Oh, man, I'm surprised his trainer didn't throw in a towel. Thank God the referee saved his life, because boxing is a dangerous sport and you can get hurt seriously bad. And now, just like a lot of fighters do, when you're getting hit and the referee stops the fight and you don't throw a punch back, they complain when the referee jumps in. If a guy's throwing too many shots and they landing and you don't throw nothing back, the referee will stop the fight. And 9 times out of 10, the fighter will say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I'm stopping the fight because you wasn't defending yourself. So, oh, man, it's... And yes, even though, he's a kid, he's only 22 years old, he's a lot better than a 22-year-old fighter. I mean, he has a lot of upsides. I mean, in both ways. He's 6'6", and he can punch, and he's dominating his opponents. He's not just beating his opponents. Here you go, a guy who's 27-1. He just beat a guy 27-1 who looked durable, who was fighting for a title eliminator. And he knocked him out in 2 rounds. 2 rounds. And this man was upset because he wanted to fight longer. But this guy right here, you watch out for him. Man, this guy could go up and do like Manny Pacquiao did. Being that tall and fighting at 154, he can fight middleweight. He can fight super middleweight. He can fight light heavyweight. He can actually grow to become a heavyweight. Wow. Still undefeated. The Tower Inferno. Sebastian Fendora. So Charlo's up next, y'all. Wow. Yes. Yeah, hey, listen. Always root for the underdog, but I don't think nothing we could do about that fight. The underdog was definitely Ahmed, but don't look like he even had a chance. Oh, man, it's going to be 2 or 3 rounds. Oh, yeah. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, smash the likes, y'all. We live. In the biggest fight of the year. Let's see what Errol Spence is going to do against Danny Garcia. Now, a lot of people think it's a dangerous fight, including myself, for Errol Spence to take, off the car accident he has. So he has a lot to prove. Definitely a chip on his shoulder. I can tell you this much right here. No matter what happens in this fight, I have all the respect in the world for Errol Spence. Coming off that injury, he could have lost his life. He could have fought anybody. He's still a champ, and I'm quite sure the belt organization who know that he's the champ and would have gave him an exception with coming off an injury like that to just take a light tune-up. They wouldn't have stripped him or none of that. And, he could have fought whoever. But he said, I want the top guy. I want Danny Garcia. So if he whoops or if he beats Danny Garcia tonight, he is the man, and I would favor him over Terence Crawford. So, yeah, we're going to listen to this interview because Because this guy right here, Fendora, a beast.
Where do you feel you're at in your career?
We just fought for Eliminator, so I'm pretty sure I'm high up there now.
Saying that, I know you don't like to call guys out. You told me
Wow,
that
this is
you
second
felt great for
pay-per-view win this year.
and I know
Second
you
pay-per-view win this year.
what would you like to do next?
Back and then talking with my team. We have Christmas. I gotta finish my Christmas shopping because there's a lot of stuff. And then I have my birthday coming up, so I want to celebrate that first. Maybe relax a little bit. I'm gonna have a week off, a break, so yeah, enjoy the holidays.
And let's take a look at some video from your fight right here. Man, you landed a
So he sounds like a kid too, and he's real humble.
step back and admire it for
Yeah, yeah. He's only 22 years old, man, and he said he said he's finna actually talk it over with his team on what he's gonna do next. Well, guess what? He just won a title eliminator. So you tell me what he's gonna do next. You know what I'm saying?
that has
Wow.
that you could fight with. But before you get to that world class level, would you like to maybe face someone like a Julian Williams, a Tony Harrison, something like that?
I love to fight them all. This is what we're here for. PBC has all the 154s. It's the best division, I think, right now. And yeah, why not?
And hey, real quick, last question. You're such a nice and humble guy, but in the ring, you're so fierce. Is there, what do you
I would like to see him fight Jamel Charlo. Would you, SB?
I was going to ask you that because I saw you on hotel. You had
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, he's he's green. Yeah, he's real green. So I don't know if he's ready, but he's mandatory for the belt. So why not take that opportunity and chances? Win, lose, or draw, he can bounce back. Even if he loses, he's 22 years old. He's definitely ready for the big stage. Yeah, but maybe he need to go back to the gym, and talk it over with his team. But this guy's a beast. This guy's a dog, y'all. Yeah. Wow. Good fight. So, yeah, I just think like SB was saying, I think Jamel has a little too much experience for Fedora. I don't think he's been in tough yet. I mean, the last fight that he had was a draw. It was against a southpaw. That was the toughest fight he was ever in. And actually, a fight that I thought he lost. So I mean, I think he need to get in there with some veterans first. Some veterans, that can give him some rounds. Because when you just blowing people away, that's not really giving you a lot of experience. You need to be hit, hurt. You know what I mean? You need to be tested for you to get that experience. I mean, Jamel Charlo lost his title, got his title back. That gave him a lot of experience. He knows how it feels to get hit. He knows how it feels to lose. And he knows how it feels to be champ twice. I mean, what? 4, 5 times now because he got all the belts at one time. So, I think that, Jamel has too much experience for him right now. But we'll see. Definitely believe that he's definitely the future at the junior middleweight division. At 22 years old. And he's, at 22, at 22 years old and 6'6". Fendora, young and hungry, he's dangerous if you underestimate him. Yeah, you better underestimate him. You really bet not. And he gets a lot of leverage on his punches too. Yeah. So Conor McGregor is promoting these little commercials, boy. Look what Mayweather did for him. He's everywhere. Unbelievable. This man never had a pro boxing match in his life and was able to fight one fight and make $100 million. Wow. Most fighters will never make that in a lifetime. I don't even think Errol Spence and him is making that tonight between both of them. And Conor McGregor never had a pro fight in his life until he fought Floyd and made $100 million. That crossover, from MMA to boxing is big. Look at Clarissa Shields. She just signed a deal to fight in MMA, and she's about to make a gang of money. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And boxing, MMA, it's all a business. Sports is business, period. So we have the betting guys or the guys, so-called experts. They have Errol Spence as the favorite so far. And, of course, he should be the favorite. But that would change real quick if he don't go out there looking like the Errol Spence that we know, that we fell in love with for as a boxing and as a boxing fan. Yeah. So Sean Porter is breaking it down. And Sean Porter's a good analyst, though. I like Sean. He's a cool guy. Met him before he became world champion. We kicked it, and I told him I respect him, man, just on the strength of how he get along with his daddy and how they pray, man. I like to see people, they say a family that prays together stays together. Absolutely. So, what more people's talking about? Yeah. Sean Porter don't want to make a prediction yet. I'm the same way. I like to wait until I see the fighters get in the ring, especially when I don't know who's going to actually win. A smart guy. I'm the same way. If I could see one round, I could tell you for sure who I think gonna win. But these guys, we just don't know what Errol Spence is gonna show up. We don't know if Errol Spence shows up. The Errol Spence that we know, Errol Spence wins. But if Errol Spence is a little hesitant because of the accident he was in, then Danny Garcia got a good chance. I just hope that Errol Spence is the Errol Spence that we know, and that if he loses, it's not because of the car accident, and that if he does lose, it's because Danny Garcia is just a better fighter.
And what about Danny Garcia? Have you liked what you've seen coming out of his camp so far this year?
Man, Danny Garcia, boy, I love him and his daddy. As far as the way they stick together with each other, how they respect each other, and Danny will go out there, guns blazing for his dad, and his dad will tell you in a minute, Danny's the best fighter ever. He supports his son, and I respect that. And he's not a bad trainer. I mean, he helped his daddy, he helped his son to become world champ. So Errol Spence has the WBC and IBF belt. I forgot he had the WBC belt. He did take the title from Sean Porter. So he has the WBC and IBF belt. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao has the WBA belt, and Terrence Crawford has the WBO belt. So them some huge names right there. So the winner of this fight could get Manny Pacquiao. And even though Manny Pacquiao is a little older, he still has a bigger name. He has a country behind him. And, people know who Manny Pacquiao is. So Pacquiao has a bigger name, even though he's probably not the better fighter. Because he's a little older. He's a little older now. So he slowed down a little bit. And he's not as busy as far as, stop fighting in fights anymore. And really nobody is, we're in this pandemic, so it's hard to get a fight nowadays. Ain't nothing even open nowadays. Restaurants closed. Everything's closed. And wherever you can't go, you got to wear a mask. Yeah, I would like to see Sean Porter in there with Terrence Crawford. I think that would be a great fight. Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. And the winner between Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter gets the winner between Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. Yeah. That'd be something I would look forward to. The welterweight division is definitely one of the greatest or the best divisions out. So I definitely would love to see a welterweight tournament. I would love to see a lightweight tournament, a junior middleweight tournament, and a heavyweight tournament. Because those divisions, to me, are the hottest divisions. Middleweight to middleweight, you got Canelo, you got Charlo, you got BJ Saunders, who just won. I mean, so, a lot of divisions are fire, but I'm telling you, the top four is lightweight, welterweight, junior middleweight, and heavyweight. Yeah, so K9 Mexican loves. Yeah. How you doing, Gloria Garcia? Much love. I'm the black Mexican in there. Ah, that's right. Dogs are us. Yeah, Fendora, young and hungry. He's dangerous if you underestimate. Absolutely. You're 100% for sure right. Yeah, that would be great circumstance. Yep, for real. They just promoting the fight right now, y'all. They trying to get everybody ready for the fight. Yeah, that's all they doing, trying to get everybody ready for the fight. I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been waiting on this fight for some months. I was actually waiting on this fight since what? It's been a year. They was going to fight. In what, last January, and then Errol Spence had a car accident, and who know that he would survive that accident. When I saw the news break, I was like, wow, I wasn't even thinking about him fighting again. I was thinking about his life, and man, listen, you got fighters, man. That's what we are, fighters. You got Daniel Jacobs, who beat cancer. Yes, former world champion. You have Anthony Durrell, who beat cancer. That's right, former world champion. And you have Errol Spence, who beat death, who cheated death. God gets all the glory. And he's fighting tonight in the main event, and he's defending his belts. This would be a great story. Yes, it'd be a great story if he can pull it off. Look at the champ, K9, war ready. You see me? You see me? Listen, I went war ready. You know why? Because it's going to be a water night. That's right. Hey, Earl, it's going to be a water night. That's why I threw this song. You hear me? Yeah. Absolutely. I said, we going to see a war? Let me get war ready. All right. Yeah. Absolutely. Cuzzo, and I appreciate you too for the cash app. My mans. Yeah, thanks for the donation. You always donate. You're a real one. You say Crawford all day. Ooh, I don't know. So yourself and Sean Porter are great examples to boxing community and a breath of fresh air. Keep doing what you are doing, and thank you. Braxton Thomas, thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications. And get ready for the fight, y'all. It's about to go down. It is about to go down. And I can't wait. I would pick a great fight over watching the Super Bowl anytime, any day. I would pick a great fight over watching the World Series any day. I would pick a great fight over watching the NBA championships any day. NCAA championships any day. I just love boxing. I'm a boxing fan. And to become a world champion, wow. God is good, y'all. Yeah, Lennox Lewis is definitely a good commentator too, and Joe Goosen. Both guys has been around, and I like Brian Kenny. Brian Kenny is a jack of all trades, so he's commentating. He's the man in the middle, and he done commentated. If I'm not mistaken, in the NFL, or he did boxing commentating. He actually commentated one of my fights before too, when I fought on ESPN. So it's going down, y'all. It's going down. Yes, indeed. Man, Errol Spence, boy. Man, I'm a little nervous for Errol, you know what I mean? Probably shouldn't say that, but man, when a man's hasn't been in the ring and got hit, in a year and something after the accident, it's a difference between sparring with 16-ounce gloves on off of injury with hair gear and getting in there in a ring against a puncher with no hair gear with 10-ounce gloves. I mean, it's dangerous, and I'm telling you, Danny Garcia has a left hook. He has the best left hook in boxing. And one good punch against a southpaw, because Errol Spence is a southpaw, is a left hook. And I'm great at throwing an overhand right against southpaws. If you saw when I fought Corey Spinks, the overhand right is a great punch against a southpaw too. And like I said, Danny Garcia has a great left hook, which is good against a southpaw, and he has a good overhand right, which is actually also good as a southpaw. Now, Errol Spence, on the other hand, Errol Spence is a walk-him-down type fighter. He will give one and take one, and he's actually the bigger man, the taller man. And, if Errol Spence is the Errol Spence he was before the accident, then it's going to be a great fight. But I can't count Danny Garcia out. Danny Garcia is tough. He's a Puerto Rican, man, and all Puerto Ricans from Felix, Trinidad to The fighter, I'm trying to figure the fighter that fought against Diego Corrales, that fought against Floyd. There you go, Diego Corrales to Hector Camacho to Danny Garcia are tough, man. Yeah, they do it for their country, and that's what I respect about fighters, with different backgrounds, like Mexican fighters. They do it for their country, so they're not just fighting for themselves. They're not just fighting for their family. They fighting for their country. So it's hard to be the man that fights not only for himself but his country. So he has the whole world or a whole family of supporters that's on his back. And that's one thing about me. Like at the top, I didn't have that support when it comes to like my family. When I say family, I'm not talking about my wife. She's definitely always been there, and my kids. But I'm talking about not having a dad. My mom's. She can only be there to a certain extent. My cousins, street. My brother's locked up. So I think having a fan base, having followers, having a country, having your back, I think that helps a whole lot. And Errol Spence is warming up right now, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, from looking at the warm ups, he looked a little slow. I mean, but once again, he's warming up. But if he looks like he's looking right now in the warm up, I don't know if the shorts are too heavy or what. But hey man, it's scary. How he's looking right now. They showing the accident that he had. They showing his face, and you wouldn't even believe that he actually is fighting tonight. I mean, he looked like somebody that got shot. If you look at his face right now, he actually looked like someone. Man, he looked like he got shot, man. By I ain't gonna say the police because there's too much stuff going on, but it looked like he got shot. And to see him back in the ring tonight, wow. I'm a fan, win, lose, or draw, because not everybody could come back for something like that. And thank God he came back, because I wouldn't want him to end his career like that. Yeah. Garcia's style is tailor made for Spence. If Spence is Spence, hey, we will see. That big Ruga. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man, being in live, y'all. It's about to get live. Yes, indeed. In about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just be patient. We own something. This is the fight of the year right here. They about to go. I can't wait. I never always thumbs up me. Say yeah. Never always. Yes. Oh yeah, Double G. What's up though? Double G. What's happening with you? Yeah. Boy, you was almost one more G. You been triple G. Double G in the building. Yeah. Cotto. Miguel Cotto. What about Miguel Cotto, Troy? What about him? Champ. What's up though, Sean? The Hot Con. How y'all doing? Man, I'm so excited, man. As y'all excited, man, we about to have a banger. You hear me? We about to bang it out. Yes, I love it. I'm telling you. I'm excited, y'all. Listen, I'm like a kid getting candy for the first time. Yes, indeed. Errol is a dog. He is a true champion. You absolutely right. He is a true champion. Errol is finna fight, y'all. 14 months ago, he could have died. He was in a terrible car accident. And now he's about to fight against the toughest competition he could actually fight. Yeah. Hey, Double G, you said what now? You trying to get somebody to believe that lie you talking about? This guy on here named Double G, y'all talking about, so he knocked me out in the amateurs. I was knocking guys out in 10 seconds. I've never been knocked out in the amateurs, bro. You hear me? Undefeated in the amateurs, bro. Spence will dominate Danny to caution of a fighter. Spence will dominate Danny to cautious for a fighter. That, you know what? I agree. He is cautious, and he don't need to be cautious tonight. If I was Danny Garcia, I would start fast, because starting fast and just see where he at. Yeah, please do not sleep on Spence. The boy is going to pull off something spectacular. Big fish, Rochester, New York. Yeah, Jeffrey. Hey, I can agree, man. I think, hey, listen, do not sleep on Spence. I'm not sleeping on him for real. I'm not sleeping on either guy. I don't know what's going to happen. Garcia about to go night, no cap. Man, listen, y'all, hey, anybody can be right. I don't know what's gonna happen. That's the beauty of boxing. What you think about Fendora? I think Fendora is a beast. And I remember being in middle school at McMichael. I used to be like, beast. He's a beast. Did he have a tuna? No, he didn't have a tuna fight. No. And that's something I believe he should have did. But kudos to him. Just jumping straight in there. The best fight the best. This remind me of the 80s when Tommy Hearns fought Sugar Ray Leonard, which to this day I think is the best fight I ever saw. The first one. Then they encounter with Errol Spence in the second. Man, listen, you could be right. You could be right. You could be right because Danny Garcia is a great counter puncher. And to be honest with you, I would have went to this fight, but only the selected few probably could go to this fight. Then with it being a pandemic and I got a newborn baby, I'm gonna be real careful on where I go and what I do. But y'all see me fatigued up, y'all. I'm ready to go to war with words. They ready to go to war with the fight. I'm ready to go to war with these words to break it down. And I hope it's a great fight. So I want to get amped with y'all. You hear me? And I appreciate y'all in the live too, man. Make sure y'all hit them likes because I see it's 134 in the live, but we only have 35 likes. Y'all got to smash the likes, man. Yeah. Yeah. I believe Spence is going to box tonight. He's going to need to use a complete arsenal. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he going to probably need some everything, But, we don't know. I know he definitely got a good game plan. He has a great trainer. And so, it's about to happen, y'all. They showing Danny Garcia right now, so he's about to be entering the ring in a minute. Don't you think the heavyweight fighter are garbage now? Don't they think they should be tournament, throw all the belts in and unify all them? I mean, I was just saying that too, that they should do that. But so much money, a lot of these fighters are spoiled now. Yeah, I fought a few. Yeah. Speech is what make me think he's dead inside. Oh yeah, I remember that. Hey, but yeah, Spence slurred speech is what makes me think he's dead inside. So SB, my wife said the same thing. Yeah, she said the same thing, but he's not slur speech anymore. I mean, the conversation that he had a slur speech in the beginning. He's a lot healthier now.
He talks slow though.
He been talking slow. I mean, to be honest with you, he been talking slow. He always had a little laid back. Yeah, he always had a laid back conversation. And when he first, you got to remember, he had to learn how to talk again because, his teeth, all his front teeth were gone from the accident. So, when you first get your teeth pulled, all your teeth be gone, you don't talk the same. K9, you're a living legend. Glad you. I can't wait to hear you break the fight down. Of course, I'm gonna break it down. Danny Garcia, on the way to the ring, y'all. Let's go, Spence, Matthew Vargas. Man, listen, I'm a fan regardless, man. This guy's about to get in here and fight against Mr. Unpredictable. Danny Garcia is unpredictable. He might hit you with the hook. He might hit you with the right hand. I done saw him close his eyes and hit you. And he knocked out Amir Khan. The guy can punch. You wasn't impressed with Garcia in his last two fights? Well, he going to step his game up on this one. Hey, look, Sean, I appreciate you, man. They definitely need to hit the like button. Because I could be watching this fight by myself. Listen. And believe me, I'm doing this not just for myself. I'm doing this for y'all. And man, listen, because I can sit back and just watch the fight. And it's a lot easier when you're not commentating. You can really just sit back and really just... But I feel like I got to give back. And it's something that the fans need to see. Y'all need to hear somebody commentating a fight that actually been on the highest level. And that actually know what's going on. So see it in a fighter's perspective. Someone who just fought a few weeks ago. Yeah. Your boy Cornelius K9 Bunches. Yeah, Spence uses that reach. He gets in. Yeah. That's what counterpunch to Spence speaks is different because he has silent jaw and new teeth. Absolutely. The bigger raw. You're right. The big ragu. You absolutely right. He has new teeth. That's why his speech is different. That's what I was just saying too. They so spoiled. They both so calm. No fight hype. No talking. Never seen that in boxing. Hey, I like that. I like that about both guys. A lot of guys like to do all this. They like Pac-Man. But these fighters right here, these two fighters right here, they do all the talking. I think Danny Garcia, Daddy, does more talking than all three of them put together. Errol Spence trainer and Errol are both just alike. They could be father and son. They both quiet. Danny too patient. Yes, he is. But hey, he needs to be aggressive tonight. No mention to the head trauma due to the accident. That's what hey Dwayne, that's what I'm nervous about. I'm nervous about that. Fifth Down Inc. Super Chat. Hey, Fifth Down Inc. I appreciate the donation, man, in the Super Chat. Appreciate you, brother. Man down. You know what man down stand for, right? Spence about to go night and 9. Oh, it's a lot of people betting, I see. Come on, man. Y'all smash the like buttons, y'all. Yes, God bless Spence hands. And to walk away from a crash like that, I'm Spence all day. Man, listen. For real, for real. Yay, yay. EJ is ready for Garcia. Man, it's about to jump off, y'all. Yes, Errol Spence is on his way in the ring, y'all. And will he be the truth? Like what his outfit says. We're definitely about to find out. Now, what is he thinking? What would I be thinking if I'm coming into a ring after a car accident? Well, he's hitting his chest, so he ain't thinking about it. He like, hey, listen, if God can get me through that, he can get me through this fight. And from how he's looking, the confidence that he has, I think, he's a lot closer to God. You can't get nothing but closer to God when you survive something like that. Danny Garcia is trying to warm up. He's like really focused. And turn your camera on the fight. No, we can't do that, y'all, because then we'll be flagged. So you can't turn the camera to the fight. That's why I'm commentating it. They will flag this channel if I show the fight. That's why I'm breaking it down. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. Trust me. If you ain't watching it. I feel like Errol Spence stay inside and hit him on the day bodies and come with an uppercut. And it could be curtains. Hey. You got to watch that because, if Errol Spence throw uppercuts and get caught overhand right, an uppercut can set you up for a counterpunch. And Danny Garcia, if not, is the best counterpuncher in boxing. Bark and bite hard. Yeah, the dog is coming. Yeah. Yeah. He's good. Trust me. Tonight he will show the world why he is the truth. Man, listen, I'm telling you, I can't disagree with y'all on none of this. Yeah. Linwood 12th, Dental Zone. What's up, though, Isaiah Pope? How y'all doing? Yeah, hey, listen, I done been everywhere, bro. Linwood, 12th, Dexter. I see y'all everywhere. Right. Detroit in the building. Yes, West Side, y'all. It's finna happen, y'all. The announcer. Yes, the announcer is making announcements. It's time. Hey, Michael Buffer ain't the one that announcing it because he'll say, "Let's get ready to rumble." Uh-oh. So they're introducing Danny Garcia right now, y'all, who's 36-2 with 21 knockouts. His nickname is Swift. Yes. And his sisters are the single twins. Yeah, I heard about them. Yeah. I don't know why they put that up, but I guess, they needed to put that up. Man, Danny Garcia, boy, Errol got this fight. Man, we about to find out. We going to find out early. I can see Errol Spence going forward, and I can see Danny Garcia trying to set up a counter punch. Yeah, Danny look nervous. He probably is, man. This is a dangerous fight. Oh, but I can't tell. He just kissed the egg, so I don't know. We about to see what it is. And if you ask me, both of them guys probably nervous, Danny has a lot of pressure on him tonight. He has a lot to prove, I believe. I agree with you because he's a Puerto Rican. He got a whole country behind him. At the same time, Errol Spence has a lot to prove, too. He just was in that car accident, and he's fighting in his stadium, in his hometown. This is by far the longest layoff for Spence in his career, and fighting Danny Garcia first fight back from a major accident. Oh man, I agree. But we about to find out if he the truth or not. We about to find out if he the truth or not. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And keep hitting them thumbs up, y'all. Man, undefeated WBC IBF featherweight champion of the world. The truth. Errol Spence Jr. Uh-oh, y'all. It's about to go down, y'all. Yeah, yo, bro. It's Al from England. What's up? England in the building, UK. Man, smash them like buttons. And make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't. Respect, love, and peace. Spence all day long. Well, we gonna see, y'all. It's gonna happen, y'all. Get your popcorn. Hope you got your popcorn. Cause the beatings about to begin. I think it's gonna be a great fight. Hey, he said he got bets on both guys. right. Oh man, I guess I would have to say, smart man, you don't lose like that. Cause somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose if it's a knockdown. So this is number one trend in the United States right now. Yes, indeed. Spence, because my wife is family to Derek James. Oh, okay, that's good, Dwayne. Round one. Here we go, y'all. Hands high for Errol Spence. He's going forward. Dennis Garcia's backing up. He threw a double jab and then threw a right hand. So you already know right now, from what I see, he's trying to set up a left hook. And you know Danny Garcia has the best left hook counter in boxing today. Okay. So Errol Spence hands is up, y'all. Hands up. He's trying to put the pressure on Danny. And this is very entertaining already. And right hand from Danny didn't land. So it's just the first round, but both guys are focused and looking to land something. So there you go. Good right hand from Danny. Good right hand to the body from Danny. Errol Spence is going in. He's going forward. He's backing up. He's moving his head. He's trying to get a rhythm. He's trying to get a rhythm. Danny Garcia is trying to get a rhythm. He threw overhand right and didn't land. So both guys haven't fought in a minute. So they both trying to get a rhythm right now. So in this pandemic that we in too, these guys haven't fought. Not just only the accident. This pandemic has kept everybody at home and not in the ring. So I heard Errol Spence has been looking good in camp. But like I said, we're not in camp anymore. We're actually fighting live tonight in round one. So neither guy is doing a whole lot right now. So Danny Garcia just threw two right hands. And Errol Spence just threw a double jab and left hook to the body. So both guys are, looking like they're trying to set something up. So the overhand left from Errol Spence didn't land, but he's trying to get his hands together. Danny Garcia, he's focused, got his hands up, and he's looking to set something up, y'all. He's throwing overhand right to the body and just missed. Errol Spence, just threw overhand left and got caught with a counter right hand by the counter puncher, which is Danny Garcia. So I think that Errol Spence has to be really cautious and careful, because Danny Garcia is a great counter puncher. So it's a good fight so far, y'all. So Errol Spence just threw overhand left. He has to be careful swinging them kind of shots. If he get caught with something straight, it could smell damage. But Errol Spence isn't looking bad at all, y'all. He's looking bad at all. Danny Garcia hasn't got started yet either. Errol Spence is being smart with what he's doing. Danny Garcia caught him with overhand right.
Two right hands.
Yeah, he has caught him with two right hands. So far, it's a good fight and already worth the money. It's already worth the money. So Danny Garcia is moving around, trying to, what he's trying to set up. He's trying to set up a power shot, that hook that landed and knocked out Amir Khan. And good round. In the round one, it was just a good round. You know what I'm saying? I say the round was a draw. Both guys looked good that round. Both guys looked good that round. I'll let y'all tell me who y'all think won that round. Good body shot. They showing the replay, so they got that. See that check left hook? It's a good check left hook. Oh, good overhand right by Danny Garcia, and Errol Spence took it and shook it. Did you have Hitman Hearns poster hung up in your room when you were a kid? No. Oh man. So yeah, this is a good fight, y'all. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all keep hitting the like button. Definitely. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I don't think this fight going the distance. Yeah, round 2. Errol Spence was up, getting ready. He was ready. Off the stool first. Round 2. Danny Garcia is trying to get that rhythm. He was just bouncing for a minute. So the aggressor is actually Errol Spence. He's the bigger man, but who's known for the one punch knockout? Danny Garcia. But it looks like Errol Spence is actually trying to smother Danny Garcia, because I think Errol and his team, his trainer, realizes that Danny is more dangerous on the outside when he can set up a good hard shot. But I think if Errol Spence can get on the inside and smother him or stay on him like a K9 t-shirt, then he can stop Danny Garcia from landing the bomb, the counter punch. So Errol Spence is fighting a great fight right now, and kudos to him. So I think that Danny Garcia needs to get busier. He needs to try to back up the southpaw, because when a southpaw is backing you up, it's dangerous for you, and they actually the guy that's winning. So I feel like that Danny Garcia needs to put more pressure on Errol. Good overhand right. I don't know if he landed that one because of how the camera had it, because of the camera view, but good overhand right from Danny Garcia. So he's still trying to catch Errol coming in. And yes, the cameraman so far is doing a bad job, because he keep on putting the referee in the way of the punches and the action. So Danny is still. Oh, Danny can't get started. Good left hand. Good try out counter punch from Danny Garcia. Errol Spence. Errol Spence is not looking bad, y'all. He's not looking bad. Danny Garcia is not able to get started. He's trying to get started, but he's waiting around too long. Oh, that counter punch, you keep trying to counter punch, and I think Errol Spence is aware of that. I think him and his team has done a good job to prepare from the counter punches. And I think that Danny Garcia needs to be more aggressive, to throw more punches, to be first and second. He's just trying to be second. He's not being first and second. And his face is pretty red now from the pressure that's being put on by Errol. And Errol is actually going in there with his hands up. He's fighting a good style, good. And Danny Garcia swung for the fences and missed. Oh, good jab from Danny Garcia. And the jab was seeming powerful enough to actually knock Errol Spence off balance. And I know in camp, Errol Spence came in camp for the first time probably in a long time, or probably even at welterweight ever. He came in camp at 160. He normally walks around at 190. So I think he's taking his career a lot serious since the accident. And he's coming in camp a lot smaller now. But, I mean, can that hurt him? Will he be as strong? Because when you're coming down from 190 and you do it the right way, you can probably take that power with you. Oh, overhand left after the bell by Danny Garcia. And why did he do that? But Errol Spence took it and shook it, and I think that was dirty. I think that Danny Garcia is frustrated, and he hit him after the bell because of that. How Spence speed look? How Spence speed look? Spence looking good. I don't know, his speed isn't looking real good, but he's active. He's very active. He's throwing punches and bunches. So when what beats speed is timing. He has good timing on what he's doing right now, and Danny Garcia can't seem to time him. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's 2-0 Spence. Good fight so far. Absolutely. I see Ruth in the house. He threw a jab like yours. Ha ha ha, coach. I appreciate you. Yeah. I agree. Oh, why would he hit it? Why did Danny Garcia hit Errol Spence after the bell? Errol Spence, look, he put his hands on his jaw like, I took it and shook it. I eat those. Round 3, y'all. Yeah. Definitely he showed that he got a beard on him. Yes. That means he could take a punch. This is a great fight so far, y'all. Oh man, it's worth pay-per-view. You can't get everything on ESPN. Some stuff you gotta pay for, right? And I had no problems paying for this fight. Yeah, I had no problems paying for it. This is what a good brother like myself need. Oh, that's the fight. Now that's what we need out of Danny Garcia. He just threw a combination. He didn't wait. He threw a combination, and then he slipped. Yeah, then he slipped. Thank God that Errol Spence didn't throw a punch at the time, and the referee made a bad call. So, yeah, because they do that a lot. Yeah, I know when a fighter fall, whether I throw a punch and he fall or not in front of me, I'm going to look at it as I knocked him down, or I want to see him fall again with a bomb. Yes, now Danny Garcia is fighting the fight that I thought he would fight in the first place. That we'd be more aggressive than be first. Because the one way to set a good counter punch up is to throw a punch and make a guy throw a punch back and then counter, instead of just waiting on it. A good smart fighter, when they'll know you trying to counter him, and when you try to counter him, you know what he's going to do? He's going to wait or feint you to make you throw a punch and then counter you. So yeah, the fight is heating up, y'all. In round 3, I got Errol Spence up by 2. Oh, good overhand right from Danny Garcia. Good body shot from Danny Garcia. Errol Spence is throwing some bombs at him. He's being aggressive, and he's willing to bang with him. He's willing to bang with the banger. And like I say, the person that has a knockout power is Danny Garcia, the one-punch knockout power. Errol Spence is a guy that'll beat you up round for round and force you to quit, like he did with Kell Brook. But Danny Garcia has one knockout power, and he threw one just now. If you'd landed that on the jaw, oh my goodness. Good jab, good left hand from Errol Spence. So it's a good fight right now, y'all. Round 3, I've saw more action in this fight than I saw earlier. And in the whole card of the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight, or card on Triller. Good left hand. He missed, though. Listen, he missed the left hand, but it was a good try. And I would judge you for a good try, too. So, he is trying to knock out Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia got his hands up, but he's ducking. He's waiting for the referee to stop it. You got to protect yourself at all times. Oh, man, looks like Danny is not dealing with this pressure good at all. And Errol Spence is putting the pressure on Danny. Danny is being smart by holding. And Errol said, no, let's fight now, boy. Let's get this party started. But Errol Spence has to be cautious. Proceed with caution, because Danny Garcia is a great counterpuncher. And he nodded his head. Danny Garcia nodded his head and said, you got that round. So I actually have Errol Spence up 3 rounds to none. Yes, I do. Spence has a big dog in him. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He has K9 in him, boy, for real. He is definitely a dog. Yeah, let me see. I just got to tell it to you. Like I was telling y'all, for y'all telling me to let me see, I could get flagged and blocked for, my channel could get flagged for showing a pay-per-view fight that they haven't even showed themselves. It's the reason why it's on pay-per-view. And I'm just trying to get y'all the inside scoop in a fighter's perspective. I never saw Danny Garcia's dad that calm. He's calm. Normally he'll slap him in the face. Come on, son. You have to do this. You got a country behind us. Let's get it. Yeah. Spence is up 3-0. Man, Spence is looking good, but with Danny Garcia, it's only one punch and it could be over with. So Danny Garcia has a puncher's chance. But I don't think that Danny would think that Errol would be this aggressive. So Errol is on him. Like I said, like a K9 t-shirt. And he's forcing Danny Garcia to fight. He's putting some pressure on Danny. And man, Errol Spence is definitely the bigger man. He's probably the stronger man too, but the one punch power goes to Danny, but I don't know if Danny can get that one punch off with the pressure that's being put on him from Errol Spence. And Errol Spence told everybody that, that he was better than ever, and he's looking better than ever. And if he can continue to perform like he's performing, man, I would love to see him and Terrence Crawford in there ASAP. Or I would love to see Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford fight first, and the winner gets Errol Spence. Because, man, the comeback fighter of the year is Errol Spence. The man almost lost his life. He could have lost his life. Man, listen. Oh, good old hand right by Danny Garcia. But not but he comes back. Yes, he comes back and proves so far that he is the truth. And he has landed 40 punches to Garcia's 32. So he's taking a fight to Garcia. Garcia so far doesn't have a counter punch that he's landing that could change the fight so far. He's got a good defense right now. He's moving his head pretty good. He doesn't have a jab. He's not throwing a good jab. He's not throwing a feint. I mean, not everybody can fight against a southpaw. I learned how to fight against southpaws from losing my first fight to a southpaw. So I adjusted and I learned. Shout out to Andy Lee. And man, Errol Spence is looking good and he's winning the whole fight. So I know, somebody who's bet on Danny Garcia is upset right now, but we only in round 4. So and Danny Garcia has a puncher's chance. But so far he's losing the fight. Good jab from Errol Spence, and he's putting pressure on Danny, and Danny cannot get enough distance to throw that bomb that he's trying to land. Errol Spence is fighting a great fight. Kudos to his trainer. They came in with a great game plan. I didn't think he would look this good. I thought at least be close. Oh, but Danny just landed the overhand right. And all it takes is a little bit to get started. Oh, Danny just landed a counter right hand. Danny Garcia just landed another right hand. And he landed another right hand. Oh, but hey, Errol Spence tried to land the left hand back. He tried to say, hey, tick for tack. You got something, I got something. Oh, overhand right from Garcia, straight right hand to the body. And once again, he hit after the bell. Good job from the referee for getting in there just to stop the fight after the fight. Yeah. Porter all day. Antonio Castro, yeah, appreciate you too. Did he donate? Yeah. Shout out to you, my bro. From SB and K9. K9 Boxing. Man, this is a good fight. Danny doesn't move and Errol know the left is coming. Yeah. I mean, like I say, everybody can't fight good against a southpaw. I took a L to learn how to fight against a southpaw. I went back to the drawing board and I said, I got to fix this. I mean, man. And I fixed it. I beat the guy I lost to. My very first fight, who was a southpaw. So, I call myself the southpaw killer just because I can fight southpaws probably better than orthodox fighters. Ooh, good overhand right. That was overhand right. We watching the replay. A good overhand right from Danny Garcia, and Errol Spence took it. So for those that thought he had any head problems, he actually told everybody that the doctor said he was okay, and right now he's showing a good beard. But I don't think he needs to keep getting hit with them overhand rights and some of these left hooks that Danny is throwing. But I mean, I don't know how much he's weighing after the weigh-in because he definitely seemed like he's a lot stronger than Danny Garcia, because what Danny is hitting and what he's taking it real good, and he's keeping the pressure on Danny. He's not letting Danny breathe. Danny is throwing punches back though. He's a game fighter. But I mean, we actually see who's the champ right now, and the champ is the truth, Errol Spence, and he's looking good, and he's setting up potentially. Oh, overhand left. Man, good overhand left from Errol Spence. So I wouldn't have to say who the overhand left came from, because y'all should know Errol Spence is the southpaw. He's going to the body, and Danny Garcia doesn't have an answer yet. Yeah, he's definitely he's one punch away from changing the fight. So you can never count Danny Garcia out. I done saw him in fights, man, where it looked like, it could go the distance. It looked like he was losing and he could lose, and he came back with one punch and it was a different fight. Good straight right hand from Danny Garcia. Good overhand left from Errol Spence. Yeah. He's making Errol Spence earn his money for sure. Because he is right there and he's throwing good body shots. He's fighting. He's picking it up now. In round 5, Danny Garcia is actually throwing a lot more punches. And I actually got him winning. Well, so far, if you keep getting hit with them left hands by Errol Spence, I won't have him winning the fight. Winning the round. It's a good fight so far, man. And the referee hasn't had to get in there and break him up not one time. Until just now. Right? So, It's a good fight, man. Listen, it's a great fight, y'all. These boys going tick for tack, and this is the kind of fight I thought I was. Oh, good overhand right from a good overhand right from Danny Garcia, and if he didn't land, it sure looked like it because it looked like Errol stumbled a little bit. So definitely a great overhand right. And sorry if I was too loud on the microphone, but I'm a fan of boxing and I like what I saw, man. But once again, Errol Spence seemed just too little too much for Danny. He's not letting Danny breathe at all. He's just on him like a K9 t-shirt. Oh, good overhand left, but he missed it. Good overhand right. Danny Garcia is trying to knock Errol Spence out with one punch. So if Errol Spence can stay away from the one punch, he can win this fight. By decision, who knows? But this is a good fight. It's a great fight. I would probably get that round to Danny Garcia. Yep. So far, the fight is exactly what I call it the same way. 4-1. Spence. Man, that overhand right was a good overhand right. But man, let me see. They showing a replay. Overhand left. Boom. Oh, it was just a glancing shot. It wasn't as good as I thought it was. Okay, that's why he's still standing. The overhand went left. The overhand right from Danny Garcia was a glancing shot. And it didn't land clean. And they put in some ice swell on Danny Garcia. He isn't cut, he isn't swollen anything, but they just trying to make sure they can keep him from swelling up because he's getting touched a little bit. Or I'll say he's getting touched a lot. So yeah, it's a good fight so far, man. Yeah, Errol definitely dodged one. Yeah, thought Spence died. Yeah, it was a glancing blow. He turned from the shot. Good counter punch. So Danny threw a punch and Errol threw one right back. That's what we do at Crunks. That was what Manuel Stewart was good with. He loved when we did that. Oh, man, these guys is, man. I love the fact that even after the accident, Errol was trying to take it to Danny. He is not acting gun shy or nothing, man. He is in there taking it to Danny Garcia. I thought he would be a little cautious. He's not an inch cautious. This man is trying to take it to Danny. He's trying to impose his will. He's not giving Danny no great counter punches opportunity. Man, he's making Danny work. I mean, Danny's gonna work regardless, but he's forcing Danny to fight a fight that he's not used to fighting, where he's forcing him to fight. Normally Danny can just set up something, and he's not giving Danny a good opportunity to set anything up. I don't count Danny out yet, though. I mean, I don't count him out at all. Even though Errol was winning the fight hands down, Errol was winning the fight, hands down. I still give Danny a good chance to come back with a punch out of nowhere to change the fight. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I say this fight is dangerous for as long as it lasted for both fighters. Oh, Danny looked like he's swelling up. Danny looks like he has the black eye. Errol Spence gave Danny Garcia a black eye, and it looked like it's swelling too. Oh, good uppercut from Danny Garcia, but he's doing too few, too little. And Danny can take a punch because he's getting hit by a bigger man, who's not a bigger puncher, but who's a bigger man. So, and man, Danny is on a retreat, but he's not getting off a good bomb. Man, Errol was putting pressure on him, and I don't know if this is what Danny was expecting, because it don't seem like he's prepared for what Errol was doing. I don't know if he had the right sparring partners that could really imitate Errol Spence in sparring. And I tell you, Danny Garcia has to actually wake up fast, because we're in round 6, and he's definitely losing the fight. Yeah, he's not throwing enough punches. He's just trying to counter punch too much, and that's not getting it. He need to be first and then counter punch. I tell my son the same thing. Be first and then counter punch. There you go. Now counter punch. Well, Errol was fighting a great fight, man. I'm telling you, Errol Spence, if you thought that he was done, think again. But like I say, though, Danny Garcia is never out of it. But he's definitely losing the fight. And he's a round or two away from his eye shutting. Danny countering well, but not enough. Yeah, he's no, he's countering. I don't know if he's countering well, just for the fact that he's slowing down, and Errol is picking it up. Early on, he was countering well, but now it seems like Errol is picking the pressure up. Danny eye, what is he gonna do with one eye? Yeah, his eye is closing. The eye will become an issue the longer the fight goes. Absolutely, and they putting this eye swell on it, this in swell on it, and man, Spencer's looking good. And you can't counterpunches. I mean, you can't counterpunch combinations that's coming at you straight down the middle against a bigger guy who's backing you up. I'm talking about backing you up with shots. He's giving Danny nothing to be able to see, and he's whooping Danny, man, right now. It will pick up next round. Oh man, he better pick it up quick because it's round 7, and I think that if Danny continues to get, I hate to say whooped like he's getting whooped. I don't know if it's in the best interest of his dad to stop the fight, but that is his son, and man. But hey, you know what? You never know who they might have winning this fight, man. Boxing is one of the dirtiest sports in the world. Even though I love it, I got Errol Spence winning. I think I just heard the commentators say that they got Danny winning. I hope I'm wrong, but Errol Spence is clearly winning. He's definitely dominating. Absolutely, it's fact. Errol Spence is winning the fight definitely. So yeah. So Hazard has it 59-55. Danny Garcia. I mean Errol Spence. 6 rounds to 1, or 5 rounds to 1. And man, Errol Spence, man, is doing a good job. He's doing a number on Danny right now. Danny needs to pick it up, man. I mean, but you only good as what you do in the gym. I mean, whatever you do in the gym, you're gonna do in a fight. So in the gym, in the gym, he probably just was counterpunching. He probably wasn't leading the fight. He wasn't leading the way in the gym. He ain't gonna lead the way in the fight. So he was just probably counterpunching a whole lot, and that's not working for him right now. Errol Spence took his counterpunching away from him. He's fighting a great fight, man. I'm telling you, he's fighting a great fight. And man, Terrence Crawford is definitely looking, and he's saying to himself, "Boy, this boy done bounced back." Man, I mean, for real though. Yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna be able to come back and be the Errol Spence that we know from before the accident. Oh, hold on, is it cut? Okay, he just got headbutted. It was just a clash of heads, and Errol is okay. So I think Danny headbutted Errol by mistake, or they clashed heads, and we back at it. Danny is through a combination. Too far, too few. He needed to throw more combinations because he is down. One thing that Danny Garcia should do that he's not doing is he's not going to the body. And if you can't hit the head, then go to the body. They say if you kill a body, the head will fall. And Danny is head hunting. He's not throwing any body shots. And he needed to throw some body shots. Good head movement, so he didn't get hit that much this round. He threw a good one too, but I don't know if he landed it. So Errol Spence needs to be given more credit for his defense than he gets credit for, because he's fighting a good offensive and defensive fight so far. It's showing a replay, man. Spence is looking good, y'all. Christ Jesus is the real truth for giving Spence another chance of life. All glory to the King of Kings. Yes, Antonio, my guy. Jesus for life, brother. Absolutely. Oh, good right hand. Good right hand from Danny. But y'all make sure y'all smash the like buttons, y'all, because we want this to be the number one broadcast tonight for sure. And when y'all smash them like buttons, it'll go to the top. Danny gonna wake up tomorrow regretting not going all balls out. I agree with you 100%. But like I say, he probably fought this way in his training camp. And you're going to do what you do in the gym. When I fought, in the gym a certain way, I fought that same way in a real fight. So you're gonna do what you did in the gym, and what he did in the gym is what he's doing in the fight. And once again, he was doing it in the gym against someone that wasn't Errol Spence. So just because he probably looked good against the fighters in the gym he was sparring with, that wasn't Errol Spence. Same as Errol Spence. Errol Spence didn't look probably that, or probably looked good against the guys he was sparring with. But at the same time, people, I think that Danny might have underestimated Errol and thought that maybe he was done, and that once I hit him, he would feel it, and but hey, Errol Spence is better than ever. He's looking better than ever. I don't know if even before the accident he would have looked as good as he's looking right now against Danny. I would have gave Danny a better chance then than I would now, but man, he's
He's
winning.
a lot closer than you think.
Huh?
You're not just blowing him out.
Yeah.
You don't know what the judges are scoring.
I
It's
mean,
a lot closer.
yeah, I don't like SB was saying, it could be a lot closer than I'm giving Danny credit for. But Danny's game. He's game, but I just see Errol Spence dominating right now. Well, this round, Errol is took the foot off the gas tank, and but he's showing he's the bigger guy though, for real. He's showing Danny that he's the bigger guy and he's on him. I mean, he's in his face. He's in his face, and that's one thing you could do against a counterpuncher is stay close where he can't get the shot off. So he's smothering Danny Garcia. Huh?
He like he hurt himself. Then.
Yeah. I think Danny, man. I think that eye is actually affecting him, and at the same time, it's making him fight too. Because, like I say, he's doing it for his country. So his pride. He definitely has pride, and like I say, he's doing it for his country. And it's a good fight. I mean, Danny isn't giving up. Danny is fighting back. It's just that he's in there with a great fighter. Like, hey, oh man, Errol Spence is trying to go for the home run, y'all. So, and he's trying to take it to Danny, but Danny ain't went nowhere. Danny is game. He's still fighting. But I think that he need to try to counterpunch. He's not counterpunching like he normally would try. Maybe he's trying to lure Errol Spence to sleep and then come back with something. Oh, that's what I think he's trying to do. But Errol isn't falling for it. Danny Garcia seemed like he's playing possum. And Errol Spence didn't fall for it. Errol Spence went on the outside and he's working his way back on the inside. Yeah, so Danny Garcia can't seem to get started, but he's trying. He's trying in a great fight. Oh, good straight right hand from Danny Garcia. Good overhand right from Danny Garcia. And look, Danny Garcia look like, hey, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. If I have another good rounds like that, a few more good rounds like that, who knows what can happen on the scorecards. So Galen has a 7-1 Spence. I think it's a little closer than that. It's probably, 5-3? Detroit legend K9, salute, my G. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, Big Capo, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the like button. 371 watching, only 111. Oh, that's right, man. 371 watching, it's only 111 likes. Come on, man. Y'all got to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Danny not looking good. It's not. 6-2, so you got a 6-2. 7-1 Spence. Well, so far, everybody agreed that, Errol was winning right now. I like Danny, y'all, too. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Danny's a good guy. Cool. Him and his dad. And I hate to see him not performing on a level I believe he can perform on. He's doing good. Don't get me wrong. He's doing good for who he's in there with. I mean, he's not in there with the Errol Spence that I thought he could probably be in there with, or would be in there with the one after a car accident.
Are you liking what you're seeing from Errol so far?
Man, this guy is looking good, man. Yeah, he's looking good, y'all. And I'm in shock. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that Errol Spence is looking so good. I mean, he's not showing too much rust at all. I mean, it's like he never missed a beat. And Danny Garcia, he still has a puncher's chance. We're in round 9, and we got 3 rounds to go. I thought it was gonna be a knockout. I thought that both guys would be gunslinging and be throwing bombs. And Errol Spence is just fighting a smart fight. He's not giving. Oh, good straight right hand from Danny Garcia. Good, but man, Errol Spence does have a beard. He can take a punch, boy, because he took that right hand. And that accident that Errol Spence had doesn't seem like it's bothering him at all. Errol Spence is Errol Spence, and this is what I want to see. If Danny Garcia wins, I want it to be because he's the better man and not because of Errol Spence was in a car accident. It looks like Danny Garcia is trying to put some pressure on Errol now, too. And just when I said that, Errol started going forward. So, Danny Garcia has woken up, y'all. So he's trying a lot harder now, and he's throwing right hands to the body now, and he's being in league now, which I think he should have did in the beginning, but it's never too late until it's too late, and we in round 9, so he still has a few rounds, and I think that he needs a knockout to win this fight, or at least a couple of knockdowns back to back to win this fight, because he's down on the scorecards. But like I say, he's only one punch away from changing this fight. Good left hand from Errol Spence. He slowed down a lot. I think that he's actually probably, taking a round off. And Danny Garcia is definitely winning this round. I don't know. It's because I don't think it's just because he's winning a round, because he's, I think a lot of it is that Errol Spence is taking a break. And but Danny Garcia, to his credit, is being more aggressive, and I think he knows that he's down, so he's going for gusto. He's taking more chances. He's leading. He's playing a lead like he should have been doing, like I said in the first place, and set the counter punch up with 5 seconds left in the round. That's the bell. Yes. I agree with the commentator. He said that so far it's a marvelous performance from the champion. And Terrence Crawford is talking to his team and letting him know what he would do in a fight against Errol Spence. So they're trying to promote that fight right now. And Terrence Crawford, he'll be a free agent in less than a year. So that fight could possibly happen next. Good right hook to the body. They're showing replays. Good straight left hand to Danny Garcia's face from Errol Spence. Good straight right hand from Danny Garcia. Ooh, straight to Errol Spence's face. And that actually was more effective than what Errol Spence's punch was. Angela needs to slap the out of Danny. Wake his up, make him throw more punches. You are absolutely right, Juan. Because counter punching right now is not getting it. He is losing the fight. Maybe he thought he'd win the fight by knockout, and he didn't prepare to win the fight on decision. I know that he needs to throw more punches, like you said. But hey, Errol Spence is on him, man. He's on him like a t-shirt.
Angel, you were telling him he's giving Spence too much confidence. What is he
Yes, he is. He's giving him too much confidence. Danny Garcia is.
He's not. I mean, he's doing good, but he could do better.
Yeah. Well, Angel is saying that his son is doing good, but he could do better. And I agree. He is doing good, because you got to remember, he's in there with the champ. But he could be doing better, like his dad just said. I'm just happy his dad isn't panicking. But like someone just said in the chat, he needs to hit his son in the face, slap him in the face so he can wake up, because 2 more rounds and we go on to the decision if no one gets a knockout, and Danny Garcia will be regretting himself.
Punches landed.
Oh, power punches landed. They got Danny Garcia up in power punches. But I mean, if you ask me who would throw the harder punches, I would say that Danny Garcia would. But who was more active? Errol Spence is more active. He's the busier fighter right now. And and Errol Spence is having a ball right now, but Danny Garcia needs a home run, man. He needs to pull off a Barry Bonds. He just tried to throw a good right hand off the break, but it's not landing. He's throwing overhand right against the southpaw, which is the shot to land against the southpaw, but Errol Spence is staying on him, and it's not giving him nothing clean, nothing that can take him to the bleachers or take him. Oh, good overhand right from Danny Garcia. But I think that Errol Spence is a little sharper than he's getting given credit for. I think he's taking these shots that Danny is throwing and he's rolling with the shots. So it's actually making it look like he's getting caught with harder shots he's getting caught with than what he's really getting caught with. The overhand shots, Errol Spence is rolling the shots. So every time Danny throws a hard punch, Errol is pulling from the shot and he's taking some off the shot. Kind of like Canelo does. Canelo will get caught. When he got caught with Triple G with an overhand right, he rolled with the shot. So when he caught him with the shot, it looked like it was more devastating than what it was. So Errol was doing the same thing. When he gets caught, he's rolling the shot to take some off the shot. Oh, good left hook from Danny and good overhand left from Errol. So it's a good fight. It's definitely a good back and forth fight between Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. But so far, you can clearly see that Errol Spence is the better fighter. I mean, Danny Garcia's game, but doesn't seem like he has enough bullets in his gun right now. Even though he's swinging, Danny needs a knockout or a knockdown to slow Spence down. He needs something ASAP. And I know Sean Porter, who was commentating too, is licking his chops because he knows that he's in the mix against one of these guys. He could fight possibly the winner of this fight, Manny Pacquiao or whoever else. Crawford, only British Commonwealth champion. He only fights old Englishmen, not with Australians. Hey, listen, you know what? One reason why it could be because PBC has all the welterweights. You know, so all the top welterweights. So, what can he do about that? So, yeah, Akuma, you said you got a 6'4". I can agree with that. Galen Towsell, you say you got an 8-2. Yeah. Yeah. Woody Guitar Studio, you say you got 8-2. What round is it, guys? Yeah, should be around 9. Huh? Oh, it's round 11. Oh, wow. Hey, it's such a good fight, man. I wanted to last longer. It's round 11. Oh, it's round 11 and it's almost over, y'all. Man, listen. The scorecards is 98-92. And that's on the scorecards. The unofficial scorecards is 98-92. And Spence is landing 62 body shots to 28 body shots from Garcia. So I would have thought that Errol Spence would not be the one lead in the body shot department. Danny Garcia is getting hit with more body shots than Errol, and he's getting hit with more punches than Errol. Hey Jose, hey, listen, you're a funny man. You say he needs a fury glove, huh? Oh, man, he needs something because he is definitely good body shot by Danny Garcia. He needs something to change the fight big time because the way it looks right now, he's gonna lose a decision. And hopefully he says that, hey, I just lost to a better fighter today. Errol was looking good, man. Errol was looking good. And I definitely believe he's the actual fighter to beat in the welterweight division. You got a 6'4"? Hey, I just know I got it. Errol Spence winning. And like I say, hey, I didn't know that he would be actually taking it to Danny like he's taking it to him. I know that's his style, but I thought he'd be a little cautious coming off the accident, and he is not cautious at all. He is going in there taking chances. Neither one is making a statement though. Solid fight. I mean, you gotta remember this man is coming off an accident. I mean, I might have to disagree with you on that one just for the fact that remember, this man is coming off an accident. Listen, he lost all his teeth. He could have been done with boxing. He's back in there fighting and proving that he is the man in the welterweight division. Spence has no bullets. He definitely has no bullets. You say, hold on, did you say Spence has no bullets? Hold on. More bullets. Yes, he has more bullets. Definitely has more bullets. Exactly. In the chamber. Period gloves are the trick, turn, pancake hands, and dynamite. To dynamite. Oh, man. And I still respect Danny Garcia, Everybody can't get in there and do what we do. It's easier said than done, and he's trying. He's just, like I say, he doesn't have enough bullets in the gun. He definitely has a gun. He just can't get that boy off. Good body shot from Danny Garcia. And he's trying. I mean, hey, he's getting an A for effort. He's definitely trying. He's throwing an overhand right. He just landed one to the glove. And now, oh, I don't know what Errol Spence just did. He turned his back and almost got caught. He almost got clipped. Maybe his mouthpiece fell out of his mouth. But man, you gotta protect yourself at all times because if you get caught with Danny Garcia's and you ain't protecting yourself, boy oh boy, it could be like that accident he was just in, man. 7-3, I believe Danny get beat by people who has more of a all around boxing fight game. Yeah, you could be right. Danny showed up, but he hasn't been beat like he's been beat by this guy. It's a one-sided fight. Nobody has beat Danny Garcia convincingly like Errol Spence has. So this is saying a whole lot about the truth. Errol Spence is the truth at K9 Boxing. But Spence also said he was going to put a beating on Danny. Haven't seen it. Well, go look at Danny's face and you tell me what fight you watching. Errol Spence looked like the same Errol Spence that came into the ring. Doesn't have a blemish on his face at all. And don't get me wrong though, Danny is, he's light skinned, so it's you bruise easy, but he's getting hit constantly with everything. Spence ahead, I can't tell. I'm watching a stream, laugh at her. Yeah, Spence is definitely ahead, Irfan. Yeah, he's definitely ahead. Spence lost the last 2 rounds and getting hurt. Y'all crazy. Who just got? Oh. Yeah, well, it's the last round, so hey, you got to swing for the gusto because Danny Garcia needs a knockout to win the fight. I got Errol Spence up by 1,000,000. Danny Garcia is showing a lot of heart. Errol Spence is winning the fight. And Danny Garcia needs a knockout. Errol Spence is up. And Errol Spence, I think, is going to play it safe. He's going to keep putting pressure and keep his hands up and just make sure he doesn't get caught with a counterpunch. And if he can do that, man, you talk about comeback fighter of the year, hands down, man down, Errol Spence, the truth. Man, I am definitely a fan of Errol Spence after this fight. If I wasn't ever before, he has come back from a crazy car accident and is putting a good whipping on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's game, don't get me wrong. I like Danny Garcia, but tonight is just not his night. And us as fighters, we had those nights. We had those moments. I had a few moments like this. And, it happens. And so far, it's not Danny's night. Oh, he just tried overhand right. He landed. Oh, he's trying. Yeah, he's throwing punches. It's just ain't his night tonight. Errol was just a better fighter so far. Like I say, hey, it's 1 minute left and it ain't over till it's over. But from the looks of it, Errol Spence is going to win unanimous decision. But, hey, we have to listen to what the judges got to say because in the fight that Yara had earlier, I thought he won the fight. The judges thought differently, and they gave the fight to his opponent, Mr. Arthur. So, 40 seconds left in the fight. Errol Spence is looking like he looked in round 1. Fresh, like he could go 15 like they did in the old schools, in the old days, the old school fighters. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Leonard and Jimmy Paul. Yeah, they fought 15 rounds. Muhammad Ali, 15 rounds. Man. Oh, good body shot. Now, that's the body shots that Danny needed early in the fight and maybe could have wore Errol Spence out. But I think he was trying to counterpunch too much. With 9 seconds left in the fight, it looks like Danny Garcia. Oh, now he's punching. Now he's trying. Oh, man, just too little too late. Great fight, though. Errol Spence is the winner. Much respect to both guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, K9. I'm 32 now. I first saw you on the Contender 2. I was like 16, 17. You 32 now? Wow. You telling my age, bro. Hey, I appreciate the love, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like buttons, man. I'm trying to get to 200. And make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Oh, man. Hit the like buttons. All around boxers seem to have an upper hand on Danny. Yes, I agree. But, oh, man, listen, I'm a Danny Garcia fan, man. Tonight wasn't his night. We're not going to kick a fighter when he's down. I respect all fighters. It takes a real man to get in the ring. And Danny Garcia might have lost the fight tonight, but he'll live to fight another day. And I'm proud of him. And he's going home with millions of dollars. So, at the end of the day, He really doesn't lose. He's a millionaire. Yes. God bless both fighters. Oh wow, you have it 10-2. I don't see it 10-2, but it was definitely a unanimous decision. Yes, absolutely, Sebastian. And you know the fighter that fought in the co-main event, his name is Sebastian too, and he's 6'6". And I can't wait to see what he go do next. Spence and Danny are actually boys outside the ring. Yes, that's probably why it was so much respect in the build up to this fight. You know, Danny Garcia, dad, normally talks a lot of trash to the other fighters, to the other opponents, and to the trainer, but he didn't say too much this fight. Say drag mode, so Danny edged him to me. Wow, you must be a Puerto Rican. That's hey, or just a fan of Danny Garcia. I agree to disagree. K-Down, I appreciate you, Queen, King. Hey, sorry about that one, AB. SB. Yeah, Bud Crawford is one level above these guys like K9 to Corey Spinks. Yes, good comeback. Right, I agree. L closed the fight. Retreating. Hey, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You don't want to get knocked out in the last round. That would have been embarrassing to get knocked out in the last round, coming off a car accident, looking spectacular, and get caught with one shot at the end of the fight in your stadium, in your hometown. So he played this safe. You gotta do what you gotta do. Appreciate the love, bro. Yeah, I love you, Danny. Oh man, yeah, Danny's a good fighter, man. You listen, kudos to both fighters. This is the kind of fight I wish Tyson and Roy Jones showed. Hey, but hey, at least people watch the fight. At least boxing is where it's supposed to be at. In the last 2 weeks, we had Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. Was that Paul Logan and Nate Robinson? Even though Nate lost, you know what I mean? Cats clowned him all over the internet. Shout out to him though. That at least he did. Hey, at least he got in the ring and then he showed a lot of heart. Now you remember Lonnie Beasley? Yeah, Lonnie Beasley. Of course I know Lonnie Beasley. That's my homeboy. We talk every blue moon. You see a rematch with Porter? No, I want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Thanks, bro. It's cold world. Stay warm. I will be subscribing. Please subscribe. There you go. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And the last few. Oh yeah, they got a decision. And still, in a unanimous decision, y'all, Errol Spence improves his record to 27-0 in a good win against Danny Garcia, who was game. Hats goes off to both fighters. Good sportsmanship from both squads, both teams. What's up next for Errol Spence? What's next for Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia, you know, he just hey, I don't know if he underestimated him or what, but he's not out the game. He's still a true good fighter, a great former world champion, and just go back to the drawing board. Maybe he can fight Sean Porter. Hey, who knows? It's not over with for him. Great fight, K9. Your channel lit. Hope you stay around. Oh yeah, appreciate you, my brother. I will be around. Yep, not mad with the scorecards. Nah, I'm not either. I mean, that's how I saw the fight. I saw a unanimous decision. You know, at the end of the day, you got to take it from the champ. And I don't think Danny Garcia did enough to take it from the champ. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight. It was worth pay-per-view to me. Dwayne, I'm hitting this subscription button. There you go. Sub, my bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all sub. Definitely. You think Danny retires? I mean, he's rich enough to retire. He can if he want to. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but I doubt it. Why not fight another fight? You know, I wouldn't go out with a loss on my record. I would go out with a win. He still got a country behind him. He could go to Puerto Rico and fight. He can go back and fight whoever he want to fight. I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't retire. I would fight one or two more fights, and retire with W's. Danny versus Thurman 2. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Thurman coming off a loss against Manny Pacquiao. Danny Garcia coming off a loss against Errol Spence. That'd be a great fight. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman 2. That'd be a good one. Yeah. Danny is talking now, y'all. Danny is saying what I would love for him to say. Say he's just a better man. Yeah. Props to Danny Garcia. Yeah, that jab did it for Errol Spence. That's what Danny Garcia said. So kudos to Danny Garcia for not making up any excuses. Just said, hey, Errol Spence was just a better man.
That could have been the difference in this fight. Now, you are 0-3 against
And she want to say you're 0-3 against what? Come on now, that was bad. She sound like, what's that guy named Jim Gray? Come on, don't talk about the bad. Yeah. It's like she trying to retire him. You're 0-3. What are you going to do next? Come on. I just fought against Errol Spence. And he's better than he was before the accident. Come on now. They should let my wife interview some of these fighters. She know a lot more about boxing than that young lady. She wouldn't ask no crazy question like that.
He's a classy champion. He's classy in defeat. Just admitted it. Angel has a hard time accepting it right now. Doesn't want to hear it from the
So Errol Spence just told Keith, I think he told Keith Thurman to stop that SHIT. He said stop it. So I don't know if Keith was calling him out, messing with somebody in his entourage or what. But Errol Spence just told Keith, bro, stop that, chill out. So man, was it about to be a fight outside the ring or it's just respect? Yeah, man, Errol Spence got all the belts, bro. Man, what a comeback. And Suleiman, yeah. Good luck for telling the fight, K9. Good luck. Okay, I'm a new subscriber now. Have a good night, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Brooklyn 718. I thank you for subscribing. You a leader, bro. You a leader. I want to see y'all hit the subscribe button. I appreciate the likes. Can we get to 200, y'all? Can we get to 200? We got 177 likes and 8 haters. So, yeah. She sounded like Larry Bird. Yes. You remember what Floyd told him? He said, you ain't. Larry Bird said that you beat Floyd. Like, come on, man. That's what's wrong with some of these commentators. They never fought talking about what they'll do to an actual fighter. Errol is talking right now, y'all. Man, Errol a beast. Oh, Errol just said, I am the best at 147. And I got to agree. Hey, man, at first I thought Terrence Crawford, you know what I mean, was probably the best because I didn't know how Errol would look after the accident. But from seeing this right here, man, I think Errol Spence wins against Terrence Crawford hands down. Do you think Mayweather will come back to the ring? Yeah, in the exhibition. Yeah, he's the exhibition king, boy. He's been running his mouth. Yeah, he has. He wasn't running his mouth when he was undefeated. It's like, I'm not trying to throw shade at him, but I think he's a little desperate now. I mean, he know how it feels to be on the outside looking in. At one point in time, he was a champ. Everybody was calling him out, and he was, he had his hand over his ear. He wasn't listening. But now, it's, what goes around comes around. Now, other fighters that's champions not listening now. He wouldn't get him opportunity, not giving him opportunity. Funny how life works. Thurman was ducking Spence. Exactly. Like I say, what goes around comes around. Liking and subscribing. Thanks, crew. Rounds crew. Appreciate it. Oh, we at 191, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Man, Errol Spence a beast. I know she's finna ask him, when you gonna fight Terrence Crawford? Okay. Errol Spence said he about to get some more cows. He's chilling on his ranch. He about to buy some more horses. And definitely, Errol Spence is being smart about it. He's not calling out Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is there, but he's not putting any shine on Terrence Crawford's name because he just won. And he's giving the right statement. And man, hey, listen, what a night! Errol Spence is still the truth, y'all. And wow, great to find this, bro. Huge respect. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Car Hunter, yeah, glad to find this, yeah. Glad to find this. Oh, it's Pacquiao Spence, man. Come on, man. Pacquiao better stay away from Spence. Oh, I got my like, yeah. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate the support. Errol's back. Listen, Errol ain't never went nowhere. We thought he went somewhere. I thought he went somewhere. Man, it's like he went out the car, went and talked to God and got back in the ring and got saved. And man, it's like he's better than ever now. This was Spence tune-up fight. Man, I think so too. Absolutely, it was a tune-up fight. Looked like a tune-up fight. But once again, I don't want to kick a man when he's down because I know Danny Garcia is a warrior, and both guys are warrior. That's why I wore my warrior outfit for this fight. And like Daddy said, Errol Spence was just a better man tonight. And I would like to see Danny Garcia, go back to the drawing board. I don't think he should retire. He didn't get knocked out. He just need to just get busier. He just need to set his counter punches up instead of just waiting for the counter punch. He waited and waited and waited, and I just think he needs to, work on being first and second, and he can do that. He could actually improve his game. I got better as I got older, and I don't think it's too late for Danny Garcia to actually get better. He need to set his counter punches up. He need to be more aggressive and set up his counter shots. Thurman desperate. Nobody looking at that fool. I agree. Thurman is desperate. Yeah, Thurman. But when you the champ, and you lose for the first time, like Deontay Wilder lost for the first time. You just don't know what to do. I lost my first fight. I lost my mind. I didn't know what to do. So hey, I appreciate y'all, man. We hit 200. Team K9 is in the building. I appreciate y'all, man. God is good. Y'all awesome, man. Everybody that's watching this live right now with me, man, I appreciate y'all. Definitely from the bottom of my heart. Me and SB, hey, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Yes. Fred, thank you, bro, for subscribing to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all a lot. Oh, man. Errol Spence, man, he's the talk of the night, the talk of the town. Hey, man, this guy shows you, y'all, it's a God. There's no way he would have been able to come back from that if it wasn't from God. And both guys, I respect both of them because they both thank God, because without him, nothing's possible. Jesus for life. So, yeah. Man, who you think would win, Manny or Errol? Man, Errol. A young Manny, I would still go with Errol because Errol was the bigger man. And, when a southpaw fight against a southpaw, it's hard. You can forget Pacquiao fighting Spence after this performance. Yeah, man, Pacquiao ain't fought in a minute, too. I think Pacquiao needs to get a tune-up. He need to do what I thought that Errol Spence needs to do. Get a tune-up. Spence versus Crawford, and who wins? Fight Pacquiao for undisputed. Yeah, man, I would go with Spence after this performance because even though Terrence Crawford stopped Carol Brook, Carol Brook has never been the same since the fight he had with Triple G. And he actually had Crawford's eye swole. But you can't count Crawford out either. I would just love to see both these guys mix it up. It'd be a great fight. Who do you lose to? I think you won. What? That's me. Yeah. So I hit the like button. You're the best boxer channel, K9. Oh, man. I appreciate that, Gary. Yeah. Appreciate you, Gary. Errol looked like a middleweight. Yes, that might be the difference in the fight. Errol probably came in the ring after the weigh-in. I'm telling you, probably win 190. I'm telling you, if you could walk around weighing 190, you could get up to 190. Errol was the big dude. Again, gonna shoot out now. Almost 6 a.m. in UK. Good God is good. Indeed, God is good. Yes, thank you, Erford, bro. Appreciate you from the UK, man. I thank y'all, man. I love being over there, training over there, fighting over there. UK, y'all got some of the best fans in the world. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. We had 203 likes. Love it, brother. Brother, man, how was the game, my man, between Daniel and Spaces? I'm trying to figure out who you talking about. Oh, you said Spaces. Oh, man. Hey, Daniel, hey. Danny lost. Spence won by unanimous decision. K9, thanks for all the great fights, bro. Crawford is king, though. Hey, listen, hey. We won't know until they both get in there. Hey, I think Porter versus Crawford would be a good fight. If I was Terrence Crawford, though, I would actually fight Errol Spence over Sean Porter because I think Sean Porter is actually a more dangerous fight than Errol Spence. I would go for hit the lotto. I'll try to hit the lotto and fight Errol Spence. Even though Spence looked real good, I would watch out. I wouldn't get in there with a Sean Porter. Sean Porter gonna be on him like a K9 t-shirt for real. Spence top dog at welterweight. Hey, I might have to agree with you on that. Hey, we know for sure that him and Terrence Crawford are both on the same level. Hey, a lot of people got Terrence Crawford pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Shoot, after this performance, man, you got to put Errol Spence right up there. I don't know. They could be number one and number two. Yeah, they definitely could, man. This was a great fight, y'all. This was a great fight. This was a great card. It was worth pay-per-view. You know, so for whoever didn't order the fight, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I try to give it to y'all, in a fighter's perspective, from what I was thinking, from what I was watching, and from what I saw, and from me being in there. And it was a great fight. It was definitely a great fight. I would like to see Sean Porter in the ring versus commentating because he's a good fighter himself. He's a humble dude. And the welterweight division is fire right now. It's hot, 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 hot. Can't wait to see Tank back in the ring. Yeah, but hopefully he gets in there with a Devin Haney or Tefimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson or Gary Russell Jr. They need to mix it up. They need to do what Errol Spence did tonight. Errol Spence, he got in there with someone who's game. Someone that's a one-punch knockout artist. Errol Spence, he reminds me a lot of a throwback fighter. He reminds me of Tefimo Lopez. Him and Tefimo Lopez wants all the smoke and willing to fight the best of the best. They ain't ducking no smoke. And I take my hat off to Errol Spence for getting in the ring, not taking a tune-up, but getting in the ring with the best that was there to he could fight right now. I believe that Errol Spence, with the heart that he has, I believe he would have got in there and fought Terrence Crawford tonight if he could have. For sure, for sure. I would like to ask you guys a question. Who do you think will win a fight between Adrian Bronner and Andre Berto? Who do you think will win between Adrian Bronner and Andre Berto? I think that would be a good fight. Hey, what do you think, SB? Hey, fans, what do y'all think about the fight between Adrian Bronner and Andre Berto? AB versus AB. Always balling. Who y'all think will win that fight, huh? Oh, yeah, they talking to each other. Said Davis needs a push to see what he really has in the tank. Yeah. Hey, I like that. Davis, and you said Tank. And that's his actual boxer name. Yeah. Yeah. It's a delay in the game. I get it. I got you. Are you going with Bronner? I might have to go with Bronner too. Because when he's focused, when Bronner's focused, Bronner's a good fighter when he's focused, Bronner's, he's a good dude. And when he's focused, like I say, when he ain't, on the mic, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Berto knocks him out. Knocks him out. Oh, is you Berto cousin? Hey, you could be right, though. Hey. One thing for sure, we know AB will win. Exactly. Because both they name AB. So we know that for sure. He said Berto will knock him out. Ooh. Hey, focus AB will win. I agree. But what AB you talking about? So is that a trick answer? That'd be a good fight, for real. Yeah. That'd be a good fight. And Andre AB not focused enough. Say Andre AB. Oh, you don't think so? Yeah. If Bronner don't come prepared, he loses. Okay. Yeah. That'll be a good one. Hey, look, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, SB, my wife, she actually one told me that one. She's like, hey, who you think would be the winner between them two? I said, that's a good one right there. AB versus AB. That'll be a good one. And both are coming off losses, if I'm not mistaken. So that definitely be a good one. And like the contender, the winner goes on, and the loser goes home. For real. Yeah, depending on which AB comes to the ring. For real. Yeah. You got to say what AB. You got to say AB, which AB comes to the ring. That's right. Yeah, that's true too, though. Yeah, for real. AB versus interesting. A very exciting matchup. Yeah. Hey, listen. You could have put that on the undercard of this fight. You could have put that on the undercard of the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight. How did y'all feel about that Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight? Was it worth $49.99? Would you pay to see him fight Mike Tyson fight again? Against who? Would you pay to see him fight against Evander Holyfield? Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield in the next exhibition. Would you pay $49.99 on Triller? It's just a Triller night, huh? And who you think will win between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua? And do you think that Tyson Fury will actually give Deontay Wilder a rematch? And if they do fight again, do you think that Tyson wins again? Broner hungry now. Nobody wants to see him now, I think. Yeah, he could. Exactly. I know last time Broner was on social media, he was saying that he ain't fighting until Al Heyman them give him $10 million. I was like, man, where you gonna get $10 million from? Especially when you ain't won a fight in a minute. Oh, you think I think Holyfield might have Mike Tyson's number. Yeah, he definitely might have his number. That would be a dangerous fight. I don't even know if Mike Tyson should take that fight, because that probably can ruin his legacy. The man beat you in a real fight, and he beat you in a fake fight, right? When it counted and when it didn't count. I like Henny, but his growth and youth isn't there. You give him a couple years better than he already is. Yeah, I think maybe in that weight division, I think that Shakur Stevenson probably is the better fighter out of all of them. But Teofimo Lopez, man, I like his heart. I mean, he ain't ducking nobody. He's willing to fight any and everybody. So, yep, absolutely. No disrespect to those guys, but I'm not trying to see senior citizens fight. So I hope you ain't throwing shots at me, because I just fought. I'm 47 years old, boy, but I'm a young 47. Yeah, because I just fought. I stopped a young guy 10 years younger than me 3 weeks ago in Florida. I still got it. Y'all see it? I still got it. Oh, appreciate you, Laverion Savage. Yeah, for the super chat, for the donation, man. I appreciate you, my brother. And Lord trained in the gym with UK9 in Detroit back in the day. Oh, man. I appreciate you. Did we spar? Did I give you any good advice? Definitely want to know. Yeah. Tyson and Ray was super rusty. They probably fight better if they fight again against whoever. I agree. When you ain't fought in 15 years, Mike Tyson ain't fought in 15 years. But one thing, Mike Tyson was trying to knock Roy Jones out. I think Roy Jones was injured and didn't tell anybody about that because he wasn't moving nowhere near like I thought he would be able to move. You know this man gonna try to knock your head off, and he looked like he was injured. That's why he wasn't moving the way he was moving. AJ all day, baby. You got AJ, and you must be from United Kingdom. You got AJ over who? Tyson Fury. I think that Styles make fights. Well, I know Styles make fights. I think Wilder can beat Joshua, but I think Joshua has a chance at beating Tyson Fury, even though I believe Tyson Fury can actually beat Deontay Wilder. Well, at least he has in his last 2 fights. Briggs wants all the smoke. He said, absolutely. Let's go, champ. Hey, Briggs, man, he made that famous. I want to see Mike Tyson and Holyfield in a real 3 match. Mike will get him. Hey, he got a good chance to get Holyfield, but like I say, Holyfield could actually have Mike's number because Mike bit the man ear off, and you don't bite a man ear off if you ain't frustrated. But in 2 minute rounds, in a smaller ring, and just in an exhibition, hey man, Mike Tyson got a great chance to actually, especially, and he don't have to be drug tested, can go out there and smoke a blunt right before he fight. Hey man, I don't know, man. He probably can win that fight. Tyson actually looked okay. He did. Mike Tyson actually looked okay. It was Roy Jones, who didn't look as good as I thought he would look. But both guys I look up to, so I ain't gonna throw shade on either guy. Right, Roy Jones didn't look as good as I thought he would look. Mike Tyson, looked it better than I thought he would look. but he didn't look like he looked on them pads. You know what I'm saying? So he looked at real good on pads. Everybody in their mama was like, man, Mike Tyson could beat Tyson Fury. Mike Tyson could beat all these. Man, listen, Mike Tyson time has came and went. Listen, stick to the exhibitions. You say doing it for charity, but fight exhibitions, man. Don't mess around and get in there with these young boys because you can mess around and lose your life because, you know, even though I do believe that age ain't number the number, when it's over, it's over. And for Mike Tyson, on the highest level, it's over with now. But he didn't look bad at all. What's up with Big Boy Ruiz? Whatever happened to him? Oh yeah, Ruiz is training with. I think he's training with Garcia, and he's looking pretty good. He's losing weight. He's coming back. He's a little bit more focused, and that's good. I think beating Anthony Joshua got to his head, and you know, I think he's a little humble now. He's actually training, getting ready, prepared. Tyson Fury can actually box too. Big guy like he is. Yeah, I spar Tyson Fury. I know definitely that the man can box. I was there when he first came to Crunks. He came to Detroit. I sparred him. What up, Big Boy Ruiz? Oh yeah. Hey, Ruiz, he's trying to get himself together. I think he's actually trying to get that weight down and show that he still got it. He can become a champ again. So we'll see. I like to see Roy Jones fight the middleweight champ. He ducked Michael Nunn. Oh man, Roy Jones. Middleweight days are over with. Roy Jones, man, did you see how Roy Jones looked against Mike Tyson as far as the way his body looked? I don't think he can get down. Like I say, he might have an injury that he has for life. So he probably can't never get down to middleweight ever again. And it's harder when you get older. Errol not ready for Crawford. Well, I don't know. Crawford might not be ready for Errol, but if they fight each other, I'm definitely going to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely going to commentate it, and I can't wait. Shoot, I might actually be at the fight, commentating at the fight. Wilder versus Joshua, still a great fight. Yeah, that definitely would be a great fight. And listen, Wilder got a puncher's chance, boy, and Joshua don't move a lot. Tyson Fury is just in and out, man. You just never know what to expect with Tyson Fury, and I think it kind of caught Wilder off guard. I don't think Wilder believed that Tyson Fury was going to actually try to knock him out like he said he was. I didn't believe it either, but he did. And he actually got the job done. Like Big Daddy Kane would say, I get the job done. Right. Yeah, we had 214 likes. I appreciate y'all, man. For real. And 154 people that's live with me. Hey, one love, y'all. Y'all stand up with the champ. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Share this channel, man. We gotta get this channel booming because I feel like this channel deserves to boom, not just because of myself, because of the hard work too that my wife puts in with me in this channel. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in because I will definitely be covering all the big fights. Every big fight that comes on, I will be covering. So y'all make sure y'all check in, tap in. You know, don't be a stranger. I will be covering all the big fights. And I will give y'all my point of view and what I'm thinking and what's going on in the fight. And I hope y'all enjoyed my commentating tonight because I was keeping it 100. And I definitely will be giving giveaways. So, you know, y'all get a chance to wear some of this merch. And in case y'all don't know, too, I'm the oldest junior middleweight world champion of all time. So, you know, y'all talking to history right now. I'm in the history books as the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So I will definitely be giving giveaways, man, because I appreciate y'all. I mean, y'all don't have to come on here and mess with your mans tonight, but y'all did. And I'm definitely going to be giving back. Like I'm doing now, giving y'all the true feedback, what a fighter is thinking when he's in the ring, when he's watching a fight. I'm giving y'all straight feedback from a fighter who won a world championship at the age of 37 and winning a world championship at the age of 41, becoming the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. What you think about Ryan Garcia and Haney? That'll be a great fight. I think Ryan Garcia against any of the top guys. I think Haney against any of the top guys. Teofimo Lopez. I think that's the greatest division in boxing right now. I would love to see any of them guys fight each other. I just don't think it's going to happen. Detroit, stand up. That's right. Get up off your feet. That's right. Exactly. Okay, now you're doing a marvelous job, bro. I hope you stay in the business. Yes, I am going to stay in the business. I actually commentated 2 fights. A few months ago, I commentated a fight at the Crunk Gym. Yes, I commentated it with the actual commentator for PBC. Do you know his name? If anyone knows his name, I want y'all to tap in and let me know. My man that commentates for PBC. But I actually commentated the fight with him. It was on it was on it was on MMA Fight Pass, and I felt like I did a great job. He told me I did a great job, so I actually do commentating. I commentated on Fox before, and they actually flew me out the next day. Or when I commentated at the Crunk Gym, I commentated in Florida. So I got a little experience, like I said, about this boxing, y'all. Yeah. K9, what was your boxing name? I wanted to check it out. Oh yeah. All you gotta do is just if you on my channel, yeah, if you on my channel, you can check out all my fights, a lot of my fights, you on my YouTube channel right now. Yeah, my boxing name is K9. So, hey man, you gotta go look at some of the videos. I got the video when I took the title from Corey Spinks. I got the rematch when I beat him. I got the highlights of when I beat the guy I lost my first fight to. I got the fight when I beat Carlos Molina to become the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So, man, listen, be slow to speak, my dog. You ready to go check it? Go tap in, man. Go check out the videos. And subscribe to the channel, because I don't think you have. Deshaun Brunter's going to be a beast. Oh, man, who know my son full name? But you spelled it wrong. It's DAISHUN. That's how I used to say it. His last name is Bundress, too. Take the R out, and you got it right. Yeah, he gonna be a beast. I appreciate you, my bro. Yeah, one love, man. I'm messing with you. I hope you can start interviewing fighters. And yes, I remember your career is spectacular. I do interview fighters, bro. Yeah, like I said, you need to go check out, some of my videos. I've interviewed some of everybody. Yeah, I was gonna actually interview Charlo, but he DM'd me and told me that he's actually at the fights, so he'll be traveling. So I was gonna interview Charlo tomorrow. But he at the fight. So I've interviewed some of everybody, from Tommy Hearns to Devin Haney, what's the promoter? Bar Aram. I don't interview some of everybody, man. Yeah, I gotta go check out my YouTube channel. Thank you. Who whipped Spinks like that? Damn. So yeah, you saw the highlights. Yeah, absolutely. I ain't got nothing against Spinks. He just was in the way of me becoming a world champion. So I had to do what I had to do. Has a big test in front of him with Luke Campbell. I agree. Ryan Garcia does have a big test in front of him against Luke Campbell. And if he could get past Luke Campbell, then definitely he'll be moving up the ladder in that division. Yeah, I did Spinks bad. Yeah, I did do him bad. Both times. And his wife hate my guts for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in this business, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against her or him. She couldn't stand me just because I beat her husband. I mean, it's business. Yeah, so I'm over here looking at the live on my white phone, and it looks nice. Good job, SB. SB, always balling. Yeah, Brooks Spence, Crawford, please. Brooks Spence. Say what Brooks Spence? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm like Brooks Spence. We just saw that. Yeah, absolutely. Man, listen. If Terrence Crawford signs with PBC after the contract is up with Bar Aram, and Bar Aram has been talking kind of crazy, saying that he's hard to promote and that he's not making any money off of him, he's losing money off of him. I could see Terrence Crawford going and signing with PBC, and if that happens, I still don't see them fighting right away. I think they will actually build that fight up. Al Heyman is a great businessman, and shout out to Al Heyman, who gave me my highest purse and a loss that I had against Charlo. So shout out to him. I appreciate you. Me and my family definitely appreciate you. God is good, y'all. Hey, what do you think about Gary Russell? I think Gary Russell he's wasting a lot of talent. I don't know if he has any say so over that, because I don't know what his contract is saying. We're in this pandemic, so I don't know why he hasn't fought. It could be something in his contract, or he could be, into it with his promoter or his advisor. Something's going on that we don't know about because he hasn't fought in I don't know how long, and he's the champ. So something's happening that we don't know about. Spence trained for 9 months and Garcia for 3. Spence probably felt he had way more to prove. I agree. I think Danny could have overlooked Spence. He probably thought that, hey, once I hit Spence, it's over with. I'm quite sure that Spence was training super hard, and I'm quite sure that Danny Garcia was knocking out his sparring partners, and probably because he was doing that, he probably felt that he would knock out Errol Spence, especially with Spence coming off a car accident and not taking a tune-up. This your brother Jew, yeah. Hi, what's up, Jew? What's up, Brody? How you doing, boy? How do it feels to be in the record books as the oldest two-time champ? Oh man, I see Jew right there. Hey, it feel good to be in the record books as the oldest two-time world champion. I mean, hey man, God is good, man. Hey, what can I say, man? Forever, my kids as they get older, they can say, man, my dad is a champion. Forget former champion, I'm a champion in and out the ring. Yeah, yep. So man, yeah, but I appreciate you though, bro. Yeah, yep, yeah. You were too much dog for Spinks. You beat him like it was his first day in the Crunk Gym. Exactly. I did a lot of people like that in the original Crunk Gym. Beat him like they stole something. Yeah. At one point in time, though, hey, I was the man in Crunks for real, for real. I was hurt when you lost that fight. Oh, you was hurt. Oh, man, listen. You were the only one. You know what I'm saying? My whole family was, man, but it's a lot to the story, trust me. I don't want to make up no excuses, but hey, my camp was terrible. Do you train people? Which city are you in? Oh man, I'm in Michigan. I train people. I'm at a gym called Gold's Gym, and I'm at a gym called Title, and I'm at a gym called World's Best. So yeah, I'm in Detroit, y'all. Hey, it's Mike from the UK again. Love your channel. Hey, Mike, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Share the channel, man. Thank y'all for keep hitting the like buttons, man, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, y'all. And like I said, once again, I will be covering all the great fights that's coming up. Yeah, so yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in. Errol is great, elite fighter coming forward. Not too many can say that. Yeah, Errol was a throwback fighter, man. He go out there and fight. He go out and he take the fight to his opponents. If you don't have, if you're not a fighter that can deal with a fighter that's coming at you, then guess what? You're gonna lose the fight because Errol is coming at you, and he's a big welterweight. Excuse me. He can easily fight middleweight. Errol was like 5'11". He's big boned. Like I said, he walked around weighing 190, man. Appreciate you, man. Leon Snapper, thank you for subbing. Appreciate you, man. I love it when I get new subs. Yes. That means y'all gonna be tapping in. We got real boxing fans. That's enjoying boxing and that's tapping in. Yeah, I appreciate it. K9, remember me when your channel gets big. Hey, listen. My channel is big right now, man. Just on the strength of just having y'all guys here, it's already big. Yeah, appreciate y'all. I remember when I first got a YouTube channel, I didn't understand YouTube like that, and I was too busy fighting, so I only had like a couple of hundred subscribers. But then once I started saying, you know what, I kind of like, talking about boxing. I think I need to be, giving the fans back the experience that I had in the ring. My channel started just upgrading and start, getting bigger and better. Me and my wife started taking it serious, and now we at close to 7,000 subscribers. Okay, now, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I ain't gonna forget you though. First round boxing. I used to box for a promoter, and our team was called First Round Boxing. It wasn't SB. Yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna forget about First Round Boxing. I fought for First Round Boxing. Champ, I'm gonna come and see you soon. Hey man, listen, I ain't going nowhere no time soon. In the name of Jesus. Yeah. So how many we having alive? SB. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, well, I'm gonna stay on with you guys for 16 more minutes, man. Hey, any comments, anything y'all want to talk about, man? Let's talk. Let's talk about the best sport in the world. Who was y'all favorite fighter? I know my favorite fighter is the fighter that fought last week. That was my favorite fighter of all time was Mike Tyson. But now that my son boxing, he's my favorite fighter right now. Hey, Spence versus Canelo is in a modern day. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. Ooh, it's the pound for pound fight the era needs. Yeah, but I just don't know if that. I don't know if Canelo can come down and wait. I mean, for them two to fight each other, Canelo would have to at least come down to middleweight, and Errol Spence would have to go up to middleweight. I would like to see that, and I think Errol Spence would go up to fight Canelo. That would be a great fight. I don't know if Errol Spence could actually take it to Canelo like he took it to Danny Garcia, because Canelo was strong as an ox. And if they fought each other at 160, I would have to go with Canelo. I mean, I wouldn't count Errol Spence out, but Canelo, man, that's a beast. Are you watching the top ranked ESPN next week or Showtime? I think they are clashing. And that's something that I hate about boxing. I hate that we can't all get along in the sport of boxing. Why do promoters have to bump heads? No homo. Why you have to have a fight card on the same day of another promoter's fight card? Especially, I'm talking about big fight cards. Nothing you can do about the smaller fight cards because you don't know about them. But when ESPN is fighting on the same day, Showtime is fighting at the same time, why? Why? I don't know that rapper. What's the rapper name that said why oh why? Why? I don't know why. But hey, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? And as long as the people watching, you got people watching on Top Rank, you got people watching on Showtime. But you know me, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching. But then again, it's hard to watch both fights now that I'm actually commentating these fights. So if I wasn't commentating and going live with you guys talking about the fights, I would watch both of them. But I'm gonna figure out which fight is the best, and I'll cover the fight that I feel like is the best fight. I would probably actually let you guys tell me which fight y'all want me to cover, and we'll go from there. How about that? Yeah. SB said good answer. Great answer. Boy, you on point. Hey, did you beat my wife to that one? Because she was like, great answer. That's how you say great answer. Did you see him say great answer, SB? One thing I like about you, UK9, is that you talk to people in live chat. Yes, absolutely. In a live chat, like the other channels, keep up the good work, brother. I appreciate you, man, Gary. Yeah, I've always been real. I'm going to continue to always be real. And that's just one thing about me. I come from the hood. I never forgot where I came from. Sugar Ray Leonard, the boat. Hey, look. Hey, Linnell, hey, LK. I think you tried to say, hey, Sugar Ray Leonard, the GOAT. And I would disagree with you on that one because, man, I was talking to my wife. I don't know if she remember that conversation, that Sugar Ray Leonard could possibly be the greatest fighter of all time. Man, Sugar Ray Leonard fought Tommy Hearns at the time that Tommy Hearns was a beast, undefeated. And he went out there, even though he got his eye messed up, he went out there and still stopped Tommy Hearns. Now, Tommy Hearns versus Floyd Mayweather, I believe Tommy Hearns would destroy Floyd Mayweather. He just was too little. And you talk about Floyd Mayweather versus a Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard is a beast, y'all. Floyd never lost, so it's hard to say a fighter will lose if he never lost before. But Sugar Ray Leonard, a beast, man. He is definitely probably in the top 5 greatest fighters of all time. Sugar Ray Leonard. Every fighter with the name Sugar has been a great fighter I've saw. I saw all Sugars. Every Sugar I know can fight. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Shane Mosley. All sugars are sweet, like sugar. Yes, indeed. Yeah, could I get a good workout starting back my boxing? Let me see, routine with your tutorial videos. I'm gonna start back doing some tutorial videos real soon. I just been going live with you guys, and I was preparing for my fight, so I'm actually gonna put up some videos, some new tutorial videos, kind of breaking down. Matter of fact, that's another thing y'all could do. If y'all want me to do a tutorial video, tell me what y'all think is lacking and what y'all want to see me do a tutorial video on. I could do the Floyd Mayweather roll. I could show y'all how to catch, pick and return, the Floyd shoulder roll. Yeah, Floyd is not the GOAT. Yeah, hey, I could agree with you on that. I feel, you know what I feel? Oh, I feel like the greatest fighter of all time to me is whoever you like. I feel like the greatest fighter of all time is whoever you like, because I like Mike Tyson, and I think that he's the greatest fighter to me, because in an era where heavyweights are big, Mike Tyson not even 6 feet and was going and knocking down guys bigger than himself, and he actually made me want to be a boxer. Yes, so Mike Tyson, boy, that was my favorite fighter to watch. Kirkland Lane from my hometown got one of the biggest upset of all time and beat Roberto Duran in '82. Ooh, yeah, you got some history right there, boy. First round boxing, boy. Roberto Duran was another good fighter, man. You said Kirkland Lane. Hey, I'm not up on him, but I'm definitely up on the Hands of Stone. And Roberto Duran, a beast, and he beat Sugar Ray Leonard in the first fight. But in a rematch, that shows when you're a great fighter. When you can come back from off a guy beating you and beat him, he made Roberto Duran say no mas. Yes, that's why I say Sugar Ray Leonard was the beast, y'all. Would love more commentary videos on your fights, champ. Love your reactions. Yes, I'm gonna do that too. I was just telling my wife about doing commentating a few of my fights, telling you what you think. I actually want to commentate a fight that I lost. I actually lost a fight to a guy named Joe Julio, and where I lost 36 pounds in 3 weeks. Let me rewind that. I lost 36 pounds in 3 weeks to prepare for that fight, and you could tell. And the guy was scared to death, but what nothing I could do about it. And once he realized that I was not the K9 that he saw in a contender, because I killed myself trying to make weight, he took advantage of me, and the referee stopped the fight. And that was one particular time I was saying to myself, "Thank you, Jesus." I had nothing that night, and it showed. Head movement, footwork, boxing, cardio to lose the weight like champions. Oh man, that's a lot you got me trying to do, bro. I mean, I got actually a lot of that on my tutorial videos now. Footwork, go look at that video. Yeah, I definitely got that. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all look K9's world. Trust me, a lot more than just commentating and doing tutorial videos. I'm gonna actually let y'all see me get prepared for a fight. I supposed to be fighting in February. Hopefully everything open backs up and it don't get worse. Cause I was going to fight December the 17th, but this COVID actually pushed my fight back. I was going to destroy my opponent. I think I was actually being set up because they was giving me a fighter who had like a losing record. But I looked him up and noticed that he actually had MMA fights. He had 30 MMA fights, even though he had a losing record in boxing. He had a winning record in MMA. James Toney is my GOAT. James Toney, a dog, man. He's from Michigan. I think that Michigan and the East Coast has the better fighters. I mean, some people might not agree with me, but come on, man. Like, a lot of the greatest fighters in the world actually came from Detroit, from Michigan. I'm talking about from James Toney to Floyd Mayweather. All came from Michigan, or actually from Michigan. Sugar Ray Robinson came from Michigan. Joe Louis. I mean, Tommy Hearns, K9, Cornelius Burgess. We got some of the greatest fighters in the world came out of Michigan, out of Detroit. Yeah. And Joe Julio was 31-1 too, y'all. I lost to a guy 31-1 who was actually, like I say, scared to death. You would have thought he was scared to death because he stopped me, but he stopped the guy who lost. Let me rewind that. 36 pounds in 3 weeks. I definitely want to commentate that fight because I want to break it down, what I was thinking and what I went through and having that fight. And it was on ESPN. Okay, now you keep it 100. Yeah, man, I got to. It's the only way, I mean, I'm never being biased. I mean, maybe if it's my son, I might be biased. It's the only person I'll be biased as far as with. But even with him, I would tell him the truth. Maybe when the camera's off, I would tell him, hey, man, listen, I don't think he won if he really didn't win. If I didn't think he won. But when it comes to these fighters, man, listen, I'm going to tell the truth. Even, hey, if I feel like you won, I'm going to say I feel like you won, even if the referee or the judges or whoever said you lost. And I just try to keep it 100. That's one thing about me. I'm a straight shooter. And that's one thing I think people appreciate about me. I keep it 100. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, who you fight? Oh, man, I don't know who I'm fighting. I'm just going to be ready. Yeah, come. I think I'll say I'm gonna get back to it like Monday. I'm gonna start back training hard again because I don't want to get back rusty. I hadn't fought in 3.5 years, but then I got in a ring 3 weeks ago. And y'all make sure y'all check that video out. I fought a guy named he called himself Mr. Upset. And he was definitely upset. Lennox Lewis, most underrated heavyweight of all time. I don't know if he's underrated because I look at him as a great fighter. I fought on the Lennox Lewis undercard when he fought against Mike Tyson. I fought on the undercard. I fought the second fight, and Manny Pacquiao fought on the undercard too. Yeah, that was history that day. Did you see Fendora tonight? Oh man, yeah, I did. Yes, I covered the fight. You must have got you got here late. I covered the fight. Yeah, bro, 6'6", and he fight 154. If he'd have been fighting at 154 when I was current champ, I would have fought welterweight. I ain't lying. I would have said if this guy can make junior middleweight, then I definitely can make welterweight. And if I could start it all over again, I would definitely try to win me a few world titles at welterweight because I think I'll be a little too strong for some of these guys. I would have advantages like Errol Spence. I'm a big guy, not height-wise, but strength-wise at welterweight. I would be strong at welterweight. And if you notice, I fought on a contender at welterweight and almost won the whole thing. Yeah. Appreciate y'all again, man. We up to 224 likes. And somebody took one of their thumbs down away because we was at 10 thumbs down. So somebody took one of them. Somebody felt sorry. They said, man, this guy a Christian. And they deleted the thumbs down. Appreciate that. Did you see Fedora tonight? Yeah, I saw him for sure. Of course. How could you not see him? He said, yeah, the man's 6'6". Hey, listen. Hey, look. The man is a giant. The guy's a giraffe in the ring. Hey, man, how could you not see him? That guy's a giant. SB, can I please have some of that coffee? Like the wife said, yeah, right. Oh, man. Hey, man, shout out to SB too, y'all, because I couldn't do this without her. Real talk, man. She helps me out a lot. You know, God said it's not good for man to be alone. I would give him a help meet. Man, she helped me. I'm telling you, I would be in trouble without her. I wouldn't have fun with you guys if it wasn't for her right now, y'all. So I appreciate her, appreciate the hard work she puts in. I mean, I know sometimes I get on her nerves, but you know, we get over it. At the end of the night, we go to sleep. The Bible says to don't let the sun go down on you, and you still mad. So if you lost your money tonight, don't let the sun go down on you, and you still mad, man. You know, just don't bet no more, because I'm not betting on nothing. I learned my lesson from betting, man. You know, I lost a lot of money betting, so I don't bet no more. The only bet now I do is for push-ups. I mean, I'll take a bet with you guys if I feel like, you know, I'm going to win, but it ain't going to be for money. It's going to be for push-ups. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, for sure if y'all haven't. And y'all make sure y'all tap in, because like I say, the next big fight, I'm definitely going to cover. Y'all like my little fatigue gear, y'all? Yeah, I might have to go to war and wear fatigue my next fight, too. It's time to go to war, y'all. It ain't over till the fat lady sing, y'all. So, I at least want to get to 40 wins before I retire. I don't plan on fighting in that 50 and over league that Mike Tyson has. I definitely don't think it's a guy 50 years old that could beat me for sure. But I don't want to be in the ring fighting at 50. You know what I'm saying? But you know money talks, though, so anything can happen. K9, what are some of your places you love to travel to after the COVID's, of course, over with? Oh, man, I think whatever my wife want to go. I mean, she deserves a trip. I probably would like to go to Hawaii. What do you say, Hawaii? Hawaii. We went to Florida and we was on the beach, so she definitely loved going on the beach. So, you know, but I would like to go to Hawaii. I would like to do some hula hoop dancing. Walla walla. I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii, yeah. Definitely. When this COVID stuff over with, I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going to Vegas. Listen, I'm going out of town for sure. Yeah. What about a rematch, Spence and Garcia? Well, I think we clearly see that Spence is the better fighter. And I don't think we should see a rematch, not right away. I mean, let Garcia, you know, heal up, spend some of that money. You know, it's Christmas time. You know, let him go enjoy his family. He's married. And maybe after a fight or two, you know, if he could go and show that he really wants to do it. We don't know what he's thinking right now. He might be mad and say, I want to be done with this. He's rich. So let's see if if he wants to continue to box and fight, let him let him heal up, and maybe he can add a extra trainer to his camp. Maybe he can add someone like me. I know how to fight against a southpaw real good. I could have actually definitely helped him in fighting against a southpaw. Yeah. Who would you like to see Tony Harrison fight next? Man, I think a fight with Tony Harrison and Julian Williams would be a good fight next. I know Julian Williams is actually training with my ex trainer too, Sugar Hill, who's actually training Tyson Fury. So that's a good look for Julian Williams too. Man. So I mean Tyson, hey, Tony Harrison, hey, I would like to see Tony Harrison fight against Charlo again. He was actually winning the fight before he got caught. I wouldn't mind seeing Tony Harrison in a rematch with Charlo. Crazy how I sat next to you in 36. I can't see that part. 36. Okay, 36 district. You don't remember before this virus. Oh wow, you did. Oh man, you was in the court with me. What was I in court for? You know what I'm saying, tickets. But was I there to support my brother? Cause my brother, man, he went to jail for murder. I remember that the judge was about to give it to my brother. She was like, "There's no reason for you to be here. Your brother was on a reality show." And I said, "Hold on." I said, "Your Honor." I said, "Please be lenient to my brother." I said, "We had it kind of bad growing up." I said, "I would do whatever I can when he get out. Could you please be lenient?" And the judge gave my brother 20 years instead of 27. She took 7 years off the years that she gave him. So shout out to the judge. Her last name was Evans. She was actually I think a reality show judge too. So shout out to her if she's listening, if she's tuning in, and if anybody know her, tell her I said thank you. Oh, you said it was for tickets? Okay, yeah. You definitely went for murder. That's right. So Yugas is an underrated welterweight. I thought he beat Porter. Oh yeah, Yugas is a beast. Yeah, Yugas is a good fighter. He's probably one of those guys that could just get to the finish line, but can't go past the finish line. You know what I'm saying? He just get there and just can't get past the hump. I mean, some guys can just get there. Some guys in the gym are good gym fighters. Some guys can get to the top but can't go past the top. They could get just there and just can't get past it. I mean, we got a lot of fighters that's like that. I mean, when the lights come on, they don't shine. When the lights come on for me, I took off. I actually brought the belt back to the city of Detroit, y'all. We hadn't had a world champion in 20 years. Was it 20 or 30 years? I think it was 20. 20 years, yeah. And I brought the belt back. And I think I should be saluted for that. And definitely much respect to everybody that saw me bring the belt back and supported me during my career. I definitely don't have that many more fights in me, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna push it to 40. That's my goal. I want to at least be 40, have 40 wins before I retire, so my record can sound like this. Cause my record right now I'm 37-6-1. But if I win 40 fights, I will be 46-1. You get it? 46-1. It won't sound like I'm 40 wins and 6 losses and 1. If I win 40 fights, I'm 46-1. If you get that. Yeah. So bro, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I almost. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you ain't been watching though. Definitely. If anybody that's throwing shade, boy, my last 3 fights, I actually won. So I'm on a winning streak. And we definitely know who's one of the guys that put one of them thumbs down. It's always like that. When your channel grow, you gonna always find a few haters here and there. Yeah, but God is good, y'all. I appreciate the 226 likes. Yes, we climbing. I said to myself I was gonna go to 130, but y'all on here, so I'm on here. And I ain't got nothing but time. Yeah. God bless y'all, man. Like I say, appreciate y'all. Definitely going to war. Got a new president. How y'all feel about that? Or was y'all voting for Donald Trump? I know there was a lot of things that was going on, man. With the the police brutality. But let's remember, y'all, all police are not bad, huh? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Man, tell it like it is, Spider Moose. It's facts on top of facts on top of facts. Um, yeah. Say, but you a true champ, and I enjoy watching you in the ring. Thanks a lot, AA. Hey, ain't that how that became a famous word? Hey, AA, because I don't want to butcher your name. Thank you, appreciate it. The U.S. needs more than a two-party system. I wonder exactly what you're saying, my Brody. Yeah. Yes, hit the like button.
You
Appreciate.
want the presidency?
Yeah. Oh,
Democrat, Republican.
I got you. I got you now. Yep, I got you. Hey, the wifey had to put me up on that one. Look, I'm all over the place. We from Detroit, K9. Hey, hey man, for real, for real. You right. Absolutely. Detroit's in the building, y'all. United Kingdom's in the building. We got. Hey man, shout out the city y'all from. I want to know it. I want to know who all here. Thanks. Hey, thanks Ken, man, from hitting the like button. Cause you saying you let them know to hit it. That's right. So you definitely had to hit it. Absolutely, absolutely. In the chat, you know where y'all from. I want to know where y'all from out here. You know what? You know, AZ in the house. You know, I know Detroit's in the house. Ain't nobody shouting out where they from. Yeah, we from Detroit, K9. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah. Man, boy, stick and move, stick and move. What's, oh, Chattanooga. Oh, yeah, I fought there. My son fought there before. Yeah. ATL in the building. Hey, Chattanooga. Chattanooga in the building. ATL in the building. Yeah. Absolutely. We everywhere up in this boy. Oh, yeah. Nottingham used to stay in Utah. Yeah, we all over. I like that, man. Everywhere. We everywhere. Man, Team K9 in the building, man. I appreciate the support. Yes, indeed. I appreciate the support. Hey, we fall down, but we get up. Always remember that. Whether you get the name K9. Well, I'm from Detroit, and I knew my real name is Cornelius. I knew that wasn't gonna fit in the hood, and I don't think it was a respectful name. I could just imagine someone saying, "All right, Cornelius," and thumbing me in the head. So I wanted a name that was gonna stick out. And at the time, I was rapping too. So my cousin Lily, he came up with the name. We used to rapping together. I was MC Chill. No, I was Dr. Chill. He was MC Chill. I was Dr. Chill. And he came with a name. He said K9. You K9. Because he knew I was a dog. So he gave me the name K9. And I use that name to this day in the boxing ring. And it was a street name. And it was my rapping name too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Spider Moose, I didn't know you was from Ireland. You said Ireland? Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Ireland. That's where my homeboy from. Andy Lee from Ireland. Shout out to Andy Lee. Baltimore in the building. Kenny, you from Baltimore? Oh man, I had an advisor at the time too that was from actually Sugar Hill's cousins from Baltimore. Actually, you from Javante Davis' hometown. Yeah, so y'all doing damage right now. Yeah, Ireland North. Yeah. Walter Wright on the contender. Looked real good, like he had potentials, but kind of went off the grid after you beat him. I agree with you, man. Walter Wright has skills, and if I lost the fight, I didn't think I had lost it. Steve Forbes. If I had lost the fight on that show, it was to Walter. That fight could have went either way. The guy could fight, and it's sad that his career ended up the way it did because he had potentials to become a world champion, and I actually had his wife actually respond to me on Instagram and ask for a rematch. I'm like, why? I beat him. There was bad blood between you and Walter. Did you make up, stay in touch, or anything? He don't actually shouted me out. We don't actually talked on Facebook, and I ain't no regret. It was just business. When you in a house with a bunch of dudes and you're not around your wife, I mean, it's not a good feeling. That's why a lot of guys in jail, they think they all get along. Oh no, man, I don't want to be a bunch of. And you forced to be around a bunch of dudes. I didn't like being around a bunch of dudes, man, for a whole month straight. Man, I was irritated. They were irritated, and that's why the Contender was such a great show. Yeah, and do you have any memories of the fight? Look kind of rough. Yeah, I was. He tried to get in my head and it backfired. I'm from the streets. You know what I mean? And he tried to get in my head. It backfired. I ended up getting in his head. I said, "Oh man, one person you don't want to do is get in. Who one person head you don't want to try to get in? It's mine. I mean, I'm the best at that, boy. You feel me? I done got in a lot of people's heads. I mean, I could talk the talk. I done did some everything. I done, unfortunately, I'm from the streets. I did some everything. Good and bad. But I used to sell candy bars too, boy. Yeah, I was the best at that. I'm gonna tell you some of the top things I was really good at. I was real good at selling candy bars. I'm definitely the best at playing Miss Pac-Man, and I'm good at boxing, and I might be even better as a trainer than a fighter. And I can actually play basketball. And my wife, she always told me something. All you can do is box. Come on, SB. I can play Miss Pac-Man. I remember it was the times were real tough and tight for me before I became world champion. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. SB, she just gave me a quick one, real quick. She said, "Oh yeah," and she said, "No, you ain't. You are good at lots of other things." That's right. I got kids, so definitely, I'm definitely good at other things. But yeah, I remember, like I was saying, I remember it was tight for me and my family, me and my wife, and I wanted my son to have a great Christmas. And do you know that I took $15 and bought 60 candy bars because at wholesale you could go buy candy bars a case for 15. I took the candy bars and sold them $1 a piece. It was 60 candy bars, so I made $45 profit. So I took the $45 profit that I made and bought two cases, and with two cases is 120 if I sell it for $1 a piece. And I brought my son Christmas. I gave my son a good Christmas off candy bars. Yeah, I was one of the greatest candy bar sellers of all time. Yes. I still remember my speech. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to purchase candy bar for the St. St. Julian basketball team? I was a bad man. K down aside from yourself, who are the best trash talkers you've seen in person or fought against? Who's on the best? Oh, Michael Clark. Man, Michael Clark was good. He talked so much mess. He actually helped me become a star. You know what I mean? I was a broke celebrity on a contender. Michael Clark, man, listen. He was good. I was saying K9 Birkin back home to Detroit. He said, go watch the contender. I'm going to actually upload that, the whole fight. When we going to do that, SB? Probably Monday? This week. Yeah. This week coming up. We gonna upload that fight, and you tell me who was the best doo-doo talker. I had Danny winning the whole fight. Ooh, wow. Steady mobbing, boy. Man, listen. You good at mobbing, but I don't know about scorekeeping. You know what I'm saying? But if you had Danny winning, oh well, hey. But hey man, you may have saw the fight totally different than I saw it and the judges saw it. You beat the poop out of Corey Spinks. I agree. I did. Both times. Right. And listen. And he was overlooking me the second time. He felt that it was just because his corones. It was because that was the reason. But, I heard he was in a club. And, I don't think I beat the best Corey Spinks. I think Corey Spinks, his better days were far behind him. But I had to do what I had to do and beat Corey Spinks to be able to provide for my family to become a world champ. And I think that it's all about timing. I think that I called Corey Spinks at the right time. I think that Jamal Charlo called me at the right time. And, it's all about timing. I think Errol Spence caught Danny Garcia at the right time. Danny Garcia thought that he called Errol Spence at the right time. So, in life and boxing, it's all about timing. And Jesus Christ will be back at the right time. It's all about timing. Say good night, champ. First round, say good night. It's early morning here. I'm going to survive and no sleep. God bless you. Hey, man, Jesus for life, bro. Appreciate you. One love. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's 1:43, boy. I got to get up early tomorrow myself. But, hey, look, it's all good. Hey, I'm going to do what I got to do, man. Who gave you the toughest fight? Hey, I think that, to be honest with you, no one that has beat me has gave me my toughest fight. I think my toughest fight was against a guy named Basilgurov Zerbiak. I might be butchering his name, but he's an actual Russian fighter who I fought. It's actually on my YouTube channel. This guy was taking everything I was giving him. Man, he took everything. I mean, I was hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink. I was sharp because I had just fought 3 weeks prior to that fight. And I told my wife what I didn't do to Grady because I lost the fight to Grady, which I felt like I won, but I didn't get cuts. So I told my wife what I did do to Grady, I'm gonna do it to him, and I stopped him in round 7, if I'm not mistaken, and that's how I became the mandatory to fight Corey Spinks. That was my toughest fight. That boy was tough. I think he was on steroids because what I was hitting him with, boy oh boy, he would not go nowhere. And even when I caught him with the shot I caught him with, he still got up and said, I'm all right. But he wasn't. And I think that Corey Spinks, just because I beat him, don't mean that I don't think that should have a dent in his legacy, because he was a five-time world champion. So he should go into the Hall of Fame because he won 5 world championships. Corey Spinks did. You beat yourself in those fights, champ. Yeah, I can agree. Yeah, I did beat them. Hey, listen, when I fought Charlo, my ribs was messed up going into that fight. Maybe I should have postponed it and fought him when I was healed. Man, when I lost that fight when I lost 36 pounds 3 weeks against Joe Julio, I should have took that fight. Was I thinking? I went from 187 to 130, 151 in 3 weeks. The fight against Steve Forbes, I feel like he pity patted and I threw harder shots. I should have won that fight. This is not amateur boxing. We are pros. And the fight against Grady Brewer, I feel like I won that fight. Even though it was a stinker, I feel like I won the fight against Ishii Smith in Detroit. When you the champ of the world and you fight in your hometown, I think the nod should go to you. And they gave my title to him. But, we friends now, and it is what it is. I'm happy for him and his family. And he became the first world champion in Vegas on my dime. But in so doing that, he lost the title to Carlos Molina, which allowed me to beat him and become the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So, God works in mysterious ways. Charlie, something. Man, you know what? Hey, you dead on. Yeah, you dead on, Spider Moose. Hey, you just never know, man. You just never know, man. There's a lot of people out here doing things that we don't have no control over. And if the commission and everybody did their job, the sport would be a better sport. We can't catch everything that goes on. As they say, you never know where the nose goes when the doors close. and that's truth. But hey, I make up no excuses. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I just wish I would have been 100% in my last loss, And I wish I would have fought him. Like I say, it's all about timing. I wish I would have fought him right after I fought Carlos Molina. I was sharp to the mug. I had just won 12 rounds, boy. But I was trying to, hit the home run. We was scheduled to fight against Tim Bradley. And Bar Aram said, it was a done deal. He put it out on BoxRec and everything. And I thought it was a done deal. And then next thing you know, once the fight between me and Cotto was off the table, Bar Aram disappeared. Boxing is a dirty game, y'all. It is definitely a dirty game. So yeah, look like we about to tap out, y'all. Though it's getting late. Antonio Tarver was a good fighter. Yeah, he was. Man, he was he stopped Roy Jones, boy. He beat one of the greatest fighters of all time. Man, he beat probably the GOAT. I still think that, that Roy Jones, when he beat Tarver the first time, he should have retired. Why would you fight this man again? And this man is from Pensacola, Florida, like you. Them are the hardest fights to get up for, or the hardest fights to win. A fighter can just be better. He might have the actual style to beat you, and he might be more hungry than you to fight you versus you hungry than him to fight him. And I think Antonio Tarver was a lot hungrier than Roy Jones was to fight him than Roy Jones was to fight him. And he gave this man an opportunity twice, and it cost him. I would have actually, when he went up, when Roy Jones went up and beat Ruiz for the world championship, or the heavyweight championship of the world, he should have retired, and he'd probably be considered the greatest fighter of all time. Because Roy Jones was a beast. He reminded me of a bigger version of Sugar Ray Leonard. He had hand speed, foot speed, he had everything, reflexes. And once his reflexes went, so did his career. He started losing because he was never the same. He was, after that loss. Well, he wasn't never the same after he went up in weight and gained all that weight at heavyweight. He didn't get the weight back down. It was hard to go from heavyweight back down to junior middleweight or light heavyweight or super middleweight. That mean because you're killing muscle, and that's what I think that was the nail in the coffin for Roy Jones. So yeah, I am getting sleepy, y'all. I might be about to tap out. How many we got in the live? SB. Yeah. So yeah, we still live though. I appreciate y'all still for staying up with me. Roy was next level, man. Roy was next level 100. For real, for real. Say grace and peace, brother. You going to sleep, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, hopefully everybody that's on live right now, I hope y'all hit the like. And I hope y'all actually subscribe to the channel. It's a great night of boxing, man. Errol Spence still proved that he's the truth. Danny Garcia, he wasn't the truth tonight, but he's still swift, He said he didn't make up any excuses. He said that Errol Spence was the better man tonight, like a real champion, and I take my hat off to both guys. Errol Spence was the winner tonight, and Garcia, he didn't look that, he didn't really look bad. He just was in there with someone that just was a better fighter tonight. That's all. But both guys should continue to move on. But enjoy your Christmas and happy holidays to both guys. I'm happy for Errol Spence, man, because he has to be the happiest man in the world, not just off just only winning a fight, but off just actually coming back from a car accident. Can you imagine how he's thanking God right now? I mean, man, he is thanking God. I'm telling you, like never before. I don't think that he's actually gonna go out and party, and I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna he might go to church tomorrow, because that's what he should do. He should go to church tomorrow if the churches are open, because God gave him the victory, and he should give him the glory, because, man, his life could have been taken, and it wasn't taken. He was able to not only walk up out of that car accident and live, but actually defend his belt and win. Man, God is good, man. I'm telling you. He is good, y'all. Yes, indeed. Well, good night, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all once again, man. Like I say, I'll be going live again this Tuesday on a dog pound. Actually, I'll probably be going live tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have a guest. I'm gonna have a guest tomorrow, so we can talk about what we saw tonight. After I go to sleep and think about it, I'm quite sure I'll think about other things that happened in the fight that I didn't bring up. So I'm gonna tap in tomorrow. So y'all tap in with me. And night at K9 Boxing.